What? Okay. What is this conversation? This Yulind guy is lurking. I think he said that because I said one thing in Noodle's chat as I'm going live. No, he has someone else's chat open. I'm gonna stub your toe. He can't read what you're saying here. Yes, he can. He has chat open in VR. Pinklin, he will when he goes live. Pinkrooric. What the heck, I'm blue. We can only wait and see. Your cheeks are pink though. You people in 2 more days. Huh? I can see the chat. Where are we, Yulind? I found a Risk of Rain 2 map. It's the bazaar! There's where you gamble the blue items. There's the trader. There's where the portals in like the greens and reds are. There's the entryway. Haxie's about to come over the ridge. I found a Risk of Rain 2 map. I love Risk of Rain, guys. Oh, hi, Elder. Hello, Ewo. Hi, Global. Not all Yulinds. Hi, Smile. Hi, Senril. No, I'm not. What? But I want you to. Hi, Smug. Hi, Gestoration. Hi, Haxie. Hi, Juice. I don't think Trogdor has said anything since I actually went live, but I'm pretty sure they're here. I'll still wait for them. Fucking told you. Where are we, Yulind? Yulind, can we get a lick emote so I can lick air all the time? Risk of Rain 2. Oi. We in a cave? I know you are bizarre, but where are we? The bazaar. Juice, yo. No, I'm not. Island. Hi, yo. Cairo. Hi, air. Quick question for literally anyone. Is your chat box refreshing at all? Mine is. My chat's fucking smoothing like normal. Hi, Grianne. Hi. Okay. Tell me if it's loud. This map is like kind of fucking hard to audio balance. It feels really loud, but it gets quiet, and then it just starts fucking blasting. Yulind, do you need more airdrops today? What are airdrops? Huh? Yulind caught on a raccoon with a meth pipe in his mouth sitting in a car. And I think Cairo's behind that. You think Cairo is behind a raccoon with a meth pipe? Hang on. Eye drops? Hang on. Our friend Koyo is like, has a whole raccoon thing. And you think it's related to Cairo? Okay. Cries, eye drops. It's very loud, but don't worry, we can still hear the map. Wow. Eardrops, it was in Ohio. Okay, while you yap, I'm gonna see, try, get ready for walk. Okay. That's messed up. I don't think Cairo could pull off anything that elaborate. I think you underestimate the prep that Cairo will go through to fuck with others. My state has twice the population of your whole ass country. Damn. Little, fun little fact for the Risk of Rain enjoyers. Once you get artifacts, you have to put in their code in the, I guess, little station. And they're hidden throughout the game, right? Well, if you look at the trader over here, just right next to them, there's the big glass wall, right? Right behind that wall, the tablet that has one of the codes. Well, fun fact for you. Your state can be considered a country on its own. So can the other 49. Never played Risk of Rain, but I'll keep it in mind. There's, they have these things called artifacts, which are basically like, think of like old school cheat codes that like you put them in and it changed the game. Something like bobblehead mode. Some of them are like enemies have half health but are doubled in numbers, things like that. One of them is every time you start a stage, you randomize which character you're playing. Crazy shit like that, right? To put them in, you have to get to the 5th stage. And it has to be a specific 5th stage. It can't be the Inferno one. It has to be the Cloud one. And under the stage, it's not hard to get to, but you have to go to a specific place to get to it, under it. There's basically a big keypad. And it will have an input thing, and to input it, it's like, I think it's a 4x4 grid. Maybe it's 3x3. I think it's 4x4. You have to match it so it's like squares, circles, and triangles. Hi, Jer. So like one of the codes could be square, 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 circle, 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 4, 4, and then like triangle, 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 triangle. Then I don't know, square, 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 square. There's about 12 or 16 different combinations like this. And all the different combinations are hidden throughout the game in places like behind that glass wall over there. Some of them are fucking stupid where they're hidden. One of them is literally hidden in the fucking logbook. You cannot find it in game. But when you go to the logbook, the like codex of like information stuff, there's one that's like a little character statuette of like the final boss or something. I don't remember which one it actually is. You turn it upside down, there's a code on the bottom. It's like, motherfucker, who's gonna find this? I love Risk of Rain 2. I'm not sure how the lighting is going to be once we actually start walking. I think I'm gonna look very odd once we start walking, and if it's too weird, I won't be using this map again, but I was completely unaware of this. You're going to be very blue. I'm hoping I can go stand by the portal outside and be less blue, but we will see. Dabba dee dabba die. Oh my goodness. You know what's crazy, guys? Cairo has not played it yet. Eyes bye. Dabba damn it, smile. Less blue dabba dee dabba die. Oh my god, you three. Almost did a collab, but still haven't played it. I want to play the VR? You want to play the VR? Ugh. Can you just, like, play it while in VR? Can you do that thing that you do? Where it's like, you're just napping in VR, but you're playing on a controller? Can you just get that? I don't know, VR sounds so cumbersome for this game. Oh, one brain cell gang. Oh, okay. How do we do this? Anchor. Local. Okay. Hi, Trogdor. Axie is AFK at the moment. But, like, she's here for headpan. So while we do our hamstring stretch, Axie's getting head pats. They probably don't feel this while setting up for VR, right? But that'd be cool, right? She's just like putting trackers on and she's just like, why do I feel like I'm getting head pats? Your message failed to send. Your message is too similar to the last. Oh my goodness. 135 consecutive. Hell yeah. Okay. Grogdor, did you ever play Risk of Rain 2? You know, I think I always knew there was water under these boards, but like just doing my stretches just now is like made it stand out more. I'm like, wait, what the? It's so cool looking. Oh. The only thing I'm really sad about with this map is that you can't go to the down below section. When you first portal in, there's like a huge chasm below that you can jump down to, and that's where a portal to the void is. But they have a kill box like 30 feet down. It's like, aw, man, you didn't put the whole bazaar here. No, I had a tryhard who hates losing wanting me to play with him, so I said hell no. Let me see if I can trick him for angle. Well, time for me to go to bed. Enjoy your walk. Thanks to Haxie for this stream streak. Thanks to Haxie for the stream streak? Let me see if I can trick him for angle. I don't even know what you mean there. I mean, one, I'd probably give you any angle, but like... you haven't done anything to try and trick me for an angle. They said show your butt? They did not. Hi, Den. Den, look at the map I found. Den, look at the map I found. Den, look at the map I found. I don't know either. Good night. You're a goofball. Smile. Good night. Sleep well. Mwah. Can I have a gesture, please? Den, you can have 5 gestures. Because I play so much Risk of Rain 2, I can just keep rolling until we get 5. I haven't cheated. I just really, really like Risk of Rain 2. Hi, Logitech. Hi, Oni. I don't know either. Good night, Yulind. Can I have a gesture? You're so proud of yourself, Yulind. I am. It's the fucking Risk of Rain 2 bazaar. Den hug. Oni peek. Did I go all the way down for this one? I don't think I did. I think I got distracted by Den. Hi, Ronmu. Guys, I fucked up this morning. I went to the grocery store and I had a lot of extra things that I had to buy because I just needed to like restock on them. I had to get a frozen pizza for when my parents get home on Sunday. I needed Advil because I was low. I forgot to buy ketchup. So like, fuck, I don't have any ketchup for my potatoes now. I'm like, what do I fucking do about this? Man, I don't want to go back to the store for just ketchup, but I also don't want to go a week with potatoes with no ketchup. Shit. We're at Cami Stretch. You drown your potatoes in ketchup? Where did you get drowned from? No, when I bake them, they're in a bowl, and I, put a little ketchup over them. Now I stir it so that it kind of, like, covers it. Hi, Devilgated. Hi, CVX Matia. Hello again. We are at the Cami Stretch. How is the walking? Yesterday it was long. Yesterday we did 7 miles. We will see today. Microwaving isn't baking. It's not microwaving. It's an air fryer. Fuck you. Hi, Pixel. God damn. I can't believe you've heard me talk about the air fryer so much and accuse me of microwaving my potatoes. What the fuck? Do you at least stab holes with a fork? What? I don't microwave them, Trog. What is this joke? The way I make potatoes is I cut off the ends, so now it's a cylinder. I cut that in half. I lay one of the halves flat. I cut it along, so now it's technically a fourth. And I put those 2 fourths together, and I chop them along the thing. Now I have like, I don't know, they're not cubes, but like I have little diced chunks of potato. I do that with 2 potatoes, 3 if they're small potatoes, and that goes in the air fryer at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 18 minutes. I take those out, I put them in a bowl. They had canola oil and salt on them before they went to the air fryer. And then I take ketchup and just put a little over that on top, and I stir them so the ketchup kind of just coats them. And that's my dinner almost every single night. I tried it the other night on stream, then fell on my butt. You gotta have something to hold on to. You gotta have something to hold on to. That is like the first thing I tell everybody. Have something that you can rest your hand on to keep yourself kind of grounded. And then second, wear 2 layers of socks or wear thick hiking socks. I have a walking pad. Yeah, this applies for walking pads also. I have a big heavy duty treadmill. If you have a walking pad, a lot of them come with handlebars. If they don't, just be next to something like a desk or a bookcase. Something that you could just like, you know, it's to your left and you just keep a hand on it. Or it's like your walking pad is right up to it so you can like rest your hand on that desk. Something to just keep yourself anchored. Because you know what it's like in VR. It's very easy to like turn like this and then turn back and not be facing the exact same direction. Handlebars? Okay. We'll put on the bunny ears. I cannot stress enough just how important, hi Danny, having something to like keep your balance is with, because you're essentially blindfolded while in VR. We're at squats. My friend was on the floor crying because it was that funny. I have not fallen in 650 days. I've come very close many times. I've had like 2 or 3 times where I fall and I like my legs go out and I catch myself. And then I've had probably like 20 times of me tripping over myself where like a foot hits one of my other feet and I'm like, oh shit. But I've only had like 3 close-ish calls 3 times, but I've never fallen all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After seeing your stream, you tried 5 minutes and fall. Okay, that's end of stream. Bye, guys. Oh. It's something I built up for. When I walk now, I do at least 5 miles a day. I do 2.5 miles speed, miles per hour. When I started, we didn't really have a set amount of miles to go every day. But I walked at 1 mile per hour. And the first like 2-3 weeks, hi Wrath, I would just do one video. All my videos were about 50 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes back then. And so like day 1, I walked for 55 minutes at 1 mile per hour. Not even a whole mile. I was winded from that. I was like, holy shit, guys. Thanks for coming. More tomorrow. I was fucking dead from just crawling speeds for a mile. I was so out of shape back then. We got up to... I'd say we got up to 5 miles per day. Like a minimum 5 miles. Within like 2 months. I think it took us about 2 months to get there. And to get to 2.5 miles per hour, I think it was about 1 month. But like, I also used to take a lot of breaks back then as well. If I had any incline, I would take breaks at like 2 miles, 4 miles. Hi, Techno. Morning, Wind. I'm in bed. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like this shade of Yulind. Where the fuck are you? I'm in the Risk of Rain 2 Bazaar. That's where you gamble for blue items. There's the trader. There's where the portals are for the zones to go to. There's where the items that you buy are, you know. 5 green items for a red. We got the thing. We got planking. Gonna gamble for Yulind. Hi, Fishy. Fishy, have you played much Risk of Rain 2? Oh. Whatever. I'll just be at a weird angle instead of... I set it to local to give Haxie head pats. But now I can't turn. 24-minute start, 27-minute end. I feel like surely Fishy has played Risk of Rain 2. Because this is very much a game Smug would love. And he drags her into a lot of games. They've played the crab roguelite, so surely. Not much I suck at it, and it feels like I always fall behind everyone else super fast. Oh wait, I've literally played it with you, Spacefish. We literally did Simulacrum together. Straight back, it is straight. I feel like you, me, and Smug played it once, right? Yeah, I think we did it twice. We had Shine. We've done it with Shine and Core also. It's, Hi, Pollens. Thank you for the follow. It's a game that's, like, overwhelming. Before you get into it, it's like, there's too much going on. But then once it clicks, once you have, like, a good run, you're like, oh, I get the systems. It's so addicting. That's every roguelike? Alright. Oh my god. The plank is going so slow today. We're halfway. We're at 1 minute 30 seconds. 90 more seconds to go. Can't rush greatness, you. 4 more years of planking to go. Fuck you. I can't manage more than a minute for plank at gym. 1 more minute. It took me a long time to get up to 3 minutes. I think my record is 5 minutes 30. I could probably get to 6. 40 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Oh God. 20 more seconds. You reminded me of the video den. The girl who's like, to every guy who I've ever told that a minute is too short, I apologize. A minute is indeed a very long time. 3, 2, 1, 0. Just looks like my leg is straight up disappeared. I'm unsure if I will join for walkies. I'm going out for B-Day in the morning. Okay. Butland. Den, happy birthday. Wait, I didn't even think about Den's birthday. I was just thinking that it was like somebody's birthday. Den, is it your birthday? Not even Friday and Yulind's halfway to legless SMH. Yes? Happy birthday, Den. Hell yeah, good job. Mwah. 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 Okay. May 15th. Hell yeah. Happy B-Day, Den love. Alright, good night. See you at Repo, Yulind. See you then, Trogdor. Happy birthday, Den. PPS caps. Oops, caps. Subscribe for 16 in a row. Thank you, Trog. Has it really been 16? Oh my god, that's so long. But it's the 14th today? Yeah, she's celebrating it a day early. I guess Wednesday worked better for people, although for her, it's like crazy early in the morning, so it's already... No, it is the 15th for her. Oh, that's right. I gotta turn this off. Anchor World. There we go. America's just slow. Hey, don't scam me with that one incline. What do you mean? Oh! Subscribed at tier 3. I did not notice that. Thank you so much, Trogdor. Let's see. That's like... Oh, shit. That's like 5, isn't it? Thank you so much, Trogdor. Sleep well. Mwah. Been tier 3 for a while now, and he never noticed. I literally didn't, Trog. I'm so sorry. America is just slow. Actually, you were like not here, but while I was doing the hamstring pose, you know, the squat, you were getting head pats for all that. Just know that, like, okay. Just wanted to make sure you knew about them. Also, I'm about to switch my camera back. It might be right where your butt is. Yeah. Okay, it wasn't like in your butt, but it's close. You guys wait there. Get more emotes? I do. I need more. Don't move, Haxie. Yay, butt cam. Well, I can't believe Yulind just tried to scam Trogdor SMH. I don't try to scam anybody. I'm just... There's things that are hard to keep track of. It doesn't, like... I don't have a specific alert for tier 3. That's what I really need. I need more alert sounds, because right now I literally only have 2 that are spread across, like, 7 different things. Hi, sleepies. I can see screen. Just not do anything because changing my new walkies bunny suit. Hell yeah. I need to turn this back on. Okay. Where am I? I'm all the way over here. Whoa, Haxie. So it's instinctual scamming SMH? No, it's just I don't see certain things. Don't move, Haxie. Yay, butt cam. Back shots just comes in with back shots. I think I'm ready to start walking. However, I don't want to mess with lighting just a little bit before I do. Does some wild voice fall off in this world? Oh, does it? If I move this here, yeah, I don't want to look like this the whole time. So we're gonna try. What do I look like? What is the lighting over here? I glow like a fucking light bulb. I don't really want to be right on spawn. Am I just super blue for this map? I think I'm just super blue for this map. Yulind, hi Yulind. Are you Yulinding today? Stand under an oak glass star. Oh no. I guess if those lights work. Those lighting like here. Surely there's a spot in this map that isn't like too bright or too dark, right? Oh. There's the red light. There's literally the blue green screen. Green screen, chroma key. It's fine. I'll probably just walk like this. No, I need to face this way. That way I'm not facing spawn. We do this. I bring up this. We're walking through Final Fantasy today. The Ruby Sea. Yes. Notepad. Trogdor mentioned it earlier. Hi, Kumi. We have repo today. After the walk, we will not be napping. We will be playing repo with Koyo and the group. Forever Napless? We will not be Forever Napless. It'll literally be tomorrow that we nap. Is there a Sapphire Sea? Not that I know of. Not in Final Fantasy. Probably somewhere in games or the real world, but cute Benoyland. Thank you. Good night. Sleep well, Elder. Also, please take the sun. Put it somewhere else. I'm tired of it sitting 5 feet outside of my window. Sorry, my internet blew. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh yeah. 5 incline. Could probably make a toggle for world lighting on your avatar. Yes. That is something far down the line on the list of avatar changes I want to do. But yeah, I would like to do that. I'm thinking out loud. It's just a good idea, though. The, number one is fix my FBXs. All of my FBXs have a, like, just, they uploaded incorrectly. So, like, I'm supposed to have butt jiggle. And I just don't. Am I drifting? I think I'm drifting. Yeah, I'm drifting. I need butt jiggle. A lot of my clothes are just slightly off. And that needs to change. I would like to fix... My legs are working. I would like to fix a lot of my clothes and outfits. Hi, Gail. Chat, break the streamer's kneecaps. Why my kneecaps? Yulind's clothes are off? They don't fit as well as they should. We've been missing butt jiggle this entire time? Yes. I would like to fix the accessories. We have the bunny ears and tail, but they're not like the right amount of firmness. I don't know what happened. I set the right amount of firmness and then they just didn't take. But then, like, you know, the leash is super fucking bugged and, like, what the hell is going on with it? I never got that working. I would like to make it... The other thing about the FBX being wrong is that all of the bone names are named incorrectly. So I can't transfer outfits easily without, like, literally renaming each bone each time. I need to rename them in the FBX. I need to, like, start at step 1 with the avatar again. Which shouldn't be too hard. I have, like, all the parts. I just need to go through it and reassemble it. I shouldn't be, like, building anything from scratch. I would like to get a lot of outfits that fit with the accessories. So when I'm doing bunny ears, I would also like to be in a bunny outfit. Stuff like that. No naps, no jiggle, no sitting on you and can't have shit in the stream. Oh my god, Qme, it's just Wednesdays. It's literally just Wednesdays. I would like other accessory. I want to get to the point where I can get an outfit and put it on the model easily. Where I can do that without somebody's help. But I'm not there yet. Oku is like, you said you were gonna work on this. You said you were gonna message me, and I'm like, I know, there's just too much stuff to do. It's way too hot to even think about getting in VR ATM. But if I didn't give you a hard time, you forget I exist. I do not forget you exist if you don't give me a hard time. That's not how it works, Qme. Oh my god. I only forget people exist when they don't talk to me for like a year. And even then, after a year, I'll be like, hey, wait a minute. I just thought of this person. And I haven't talked to them in a long time. I hope they're okay. Gale can vouch for it? That's why he attacks your knees? That's not how it works. Gale attacks my knees because he has some reason he doesn't like me. He just forgot what it was. No, sounds like there's something he needs to remember. I know, Masu. Monopolizing the fish. There was, oh, what was I gonna say? Cute fins stick together. I remember most people that come in. Every now and then I'll do something really stupid where I'll be like tired or something and I'll start mixing their names up. I did it last week at Repo. Last week or the week before. I called somebody the wrong name and they're like, that's not me. And I was like, ooh, I'm tired. That's purely fish, Kumi. What was it? I typically, if somebody doesn't say anything for like 2-3 weeks, I'll notice. If somebody disappears for that long, I'll be like, hey, where did this person go? Haven't seen them as active lately. I heard my name. Kumi was saying cute fins stick together. And Gale was like, that's just fishy, not me. Gasp, but Gale is super cute? Nah, fish, hug. What's a story I have? I played a lot of Monster Hunter last night. Well, not a lot, but, you know, an hour, maybe 2 hours worth. I finally got enough Zoshia kills that I could make the gun lance. The fully upgraded gun lance. It's not as good as I thought it was. I'm extremely disappointed with the gun lance. Beauty fish love. Okay then. Player's throat for 5 minutes. Anything? Bows for applause. Huh? Just sounding like more crimes need to be done, fish. Yulind, I have no school, no work today. What do I do? You take a day off, because you get one of those every 60 days, Techno. You fucking relax. A Gale, Techno Gale doesn't exist. Space fish hug. I got the Zoshia gun lance. The big special thing about the Zoshia weapons is that your attacks have a chance to just proc an extra 50 damage hit. So, kind of neat, especially if you've got like a fast attacking weapon like dual blades. You just do extra hits. Pretty cool. I'm looking at this with the gun lance and thinking, holy shit. If you run that with normal ammo, which has 7 shells, that sounds like it'd be fucking crazy. It doesn't work with shells. You said you noticed if someone doesn't say anything for a few months? That's me saying it for this month for you? I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you. The literal word anything. I'm gonna fucking choke slam this guy, I swear. An entire 50 extra damage on a true charge sword, great sword hit? Wow. Yeah, it looks pretty with the great sword. I don't think it's particularly good. It probably has good stats. It has a lot of sharpness, Kumi. It's a lot of white sharpness. Ooh, choke slams a new one, adds to the list. it doesn't proc with shelling for the gun lance. So when I do like a full burst combo and shoot off 7 shells, none of them can proc the extra 50 hit, which was so disappointing. If that was the case, it'd be the best thing ever. But it doesn't. And it's like, I don't even know if I want to use it, because it has good sharpness. It has, like, a lot of white sharpness and a lot of blue sharpness, which isn't too important for gun lance. It's got okay attack, it's got okay gem slots, a 3, a 2, and a 1. But, like, normal ammo is the weakest ammo. So it's like, do I even want to use this? And then, because it has that Zoshia extra 50 damage on hits as its passive, it doesn't have a good passive. It doesn't have, like, guard or focus, which isn't the worst thing to not have those on a weapon, but it'd be real nice to have them on a weapon. It just feels mid. It just feels like if you're using this, it's preference. You could use the other gun lances and maybe do better with them. They added a cool new mechanic to the latest set bonus. Does not work with shelling. I'll just go play alone in the Gunlance sandpit like I've been doing for the past 15 years. It was after Tales of Vesperia. I was in a call with Cairo. And, I'm hitting Zoshia's tail, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to target the unarmored parts that are, like, black and not covered in white armor. The Wilk armor. And I'm just hitting the tail. And I'm like, Cairo, what is the order for going for stuff? He's like, oh, you go for the black parts because they take more damage. They're not as armored. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do that then. I'm a gun lance. He's like, well, no, they take reduced damage. And I'm like shooting the Zoshia for like full damage shelling. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just not gonna do that. Does not interface with anything outside of shelling plus. Don't think it works for finals either. But we play Savage Axe anyway, so it doesn't matter. I was really hoping it worked for shelling, but I think I was expecting it not to. Shelling is just such a, like, disconnected beast from the rest of, like, the damage calculations in Monster Hunter. It makes sense that it's not counted. It would have been really nice if it did, though. It would have been too strong if it counted. If shelling had a chance to proc the 50 thing, it would be, like, not just, like, the best gun lance in the game. It might be the best weapon in the game. Like, that'd be a lot of damage added. You'd be procking that, like, every 2 to 3 seconds. That's a lot of damage. And lots of damage for Charge Blade, since we keep hitting a lot. Meanwhile, Dual Blades? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it would proc it as much as Dual Blades, or Bow. But it would be a shit ton. Because the standard damage combo for Gun Lance, you do a shelling, and then you lunge forward and do a swing attack. This goes into a full burst combo, which is a shotgun. You're -1. So if you're using normal ammo, you've got max 7 shots, you just use 1. You do 6 shots, and then you stab into a Wyvern Stake. If the Wyvern Stake could proc this, the Wyvern Stake does 14 hits and then a 15th, like, big explosion. After that, you go right into a reload, and do another full burst with the full 7 shots, and then another Wyvern Stake, which is 15 hits. If all of those hits could proc the Zoshia Flame, that is 44, That is 45 total hits that you're doing like every 3 seconds. That would be fucking insane. Probably 3 to 5 seconds. Poor bow. Hi, Octomage. Only being absolutely disgusting since Monster Hunter Tri. Yeah, it's... Gunlance is in a really weird spot because they just fucked up the balance for it. So... all 3 ammo types just want to spam... full burst combo. Normal ammo should do the most with full burst combo, but the normal shells hit less than they should. Long ammo... wide ammo should do the most with the Wyvern Blast. And long ammo... should do the most with charge shelling, which gives you more Wyvern Blast, and you do a lot less full burst combos. All gun lances just do the same normal ammo combo? Kind of. In the past, the normal ammo combo was upswing, down slam, shotgun, wide swing, reload, and then it loops. Down swing, or down slam, shotgun, wide swing, reload. Down swing, shotgun, wide swing, reload. Those 4 parts loop. And with normal ammo, that would be crazy damage. Now it's the full burst Wyvern stake, right? It's the shot, lunge, shotgun, stake, shotgun, stake. Reload, shot, lunge, shotgun, stake, shotgun, stake. You would think normal ammo would do the most damage with that. But it doesn't. Wide ammo actually does the most damage with that combo. Which is crazy, because wide ammo is supposed to do the least damage with the combo, but do the most when you do the Wyvern Blast. Long ammo is supposed to get you more Wyvern Blast. Wide ammo is supposed to do the most damage with the Wyvern Blast. And normal ammo is supposed to do the most damage doing the stuff that builds Wyvern Blast. They just fucked up the damage values. I had a Paradox clone of myself show up in SS14 and try to kill me. Then the station was such a wreck, they decided to just help out. That's funny. I know they used to have their own optimal combos, but why don't they mostly do the same combo? Long ammo might be allowed to do the other one. They all do the full burst combo for max damage. The problem is, when you do the full burst shotgun combo, when you do any of the shotgun hits, normal shelling is hitting for like 40. Wide shelling is hitting for like 90. And long ammo is hitting for 70. So when you math that out, 40 times 7, that's like 280 damage. 90 times 3, that's 270 damage. And 70 times 4, that's 280 damage. So all of those are doing very close to the same damage with the full burst combo. Which is like, hang on. The one that's supposed to be the best at the full burst combo is doing the same as the others. And then when you get to Wyvern Blast, wide ammo just does like 30% more than the other two. I know they used to have their own. The other thing that is messing up with gun lances, you can't really go Arshan, since you can't get certain ammo types with element or status. Yeah. That's always been a problem with the gun lances. Is, anytime you have a weapon that's like, hey, you build the weapon yourself, you either take away stats from the others to get your ammo type, or it has a set ammo type. This was how the Safi Jiva weapons worked as well. They were all normal by default. And if you wanted to play long ammo, which was the best in Iceborne, you had to use one of the 5 upgrades to make it long ammo. And so you would lose out on the other types, and it's just like, Now, it wasn't that big for Safi Jiva, because if you were playing long ammo, your shelling didn't matter. It was only based on artillery, load up, and the food skill. So what you do is just you'd put long ammo on, and then like a shit ton of sharpness so that it would stay sharp. But it was just like, that or you'd put like defense on it, because why fucking not? So my favorite weapon in SS14 is Crusher Glaive. It has lifesteal if you shoot them first, then smack them. I wonder if that's Monster Hunter inspired? I wouldn't think Monster Hunter inspired. I can think of a lot of things that use, I mean, 1, glaives, but 2, you know, the lifesteal of shoot then smack. I can think of quite a few things in League of Legends that are like that. There's a guy named Jace, where his bread and butter combo is he puts down an electric field in front of him. He shoots like an electric orb through it. If it goes through the gate, it moves at twice the speed and does like double damage. And then he can switch his gun to a hammer and leap on somebody, smack them, and then push them away. And I think this does extra damage if they, or it does like extra leech if they just got shot or something. The reason I asked is Kiarglaive Crusher is the only result I can find when Googling. I wouldn't think so. Just because the way Monster Hunter works is when you start the game, you can typically make 2 weapons of any type. So let's say you're playing Insect Glaive. You can make an Ore Glaive or a Bone Glaive. The ore is made from things like iron. The Bone Glaive is made from things like sturdy bone. Those branch out, and by the end of the game, there's like 20 different glaives, and they're just throwing names at them. You know, the Crusher Glaive, Defiant Glaive, Adamant Glaive, things like that. Now the Crushers in mining are just pretty standard mark and trigger weapon. I'm following. It could be Octal. It could be a reference, but it's one of those things that's like, it's such a vague reference that it's like, even to its biggest fans, they'd be like, oh, I'm hesitant to say this is a reference. The person who referenced it is the only one who's gonna know. Because without the mining having an extra reward, everyone just uses the KPA accelerators. That just sounds like a normal 1-2 weapon. Shoot to mark and smack to consume mark for the bonus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Gale. I can think of something in League that uses that. I can think of something in World of Warcraft that does that too. In World of Warcraft, Unholy Death Knights, they like to use Festering Strike, which applies spores to the enemy, 1 to 3 spores. And then you use Death Strike that when you use it, breaks, I think, 2 spores. And so the idea is Festering Strike up to like 3, and then Scourge Strike, and you only want to Scourge Strike if you have at least 2 spores on the enemy. And that makes sense. The Crusher is also beats the pickaxe with mining as well. The Crushers and such are added to try and stop people for just dual wielding KPAs every shift. Since 4 Crushers, people will just grab 2 kinetic accelerators, mod them for cooldown, and just spam fire as fast as possible. I need a drink. You know, we're super blue because of the Risk of Rain map. But it kind of just fits in the ocean level. It kind of just fits when we're walking in the Ruby Sea. Yeah, it does fit well. I still haven't played the Risk of Rain 2 update. Which update? The big one that added the 3 characters? Or the fixes for that update which they've started rolling out? Would be cool to use IT CGI on your Abby. Match the YouTube video. We were talking about it earlier, Octal. Having a slider that, like, adjusts my lighting. So it's like, okay, I can switch this here. The last fix? I haven't done any of the fixes. That would only work if the video is in world. Yeah. I bet there's somebody. Doesn't work for overlay. I bet there's somebody out there who could figure out connecting your avatar to like a YouTube page. For sure, but that's easy enough to input a URL. Yeah, I played the Seekers update, Gale. I have not done any of the 3 fix updates. Last fix that improved the DLC characters and gave them the new skills. Yeah, they can do audio link over OSC. So your Spotify on your PC triggers it. Did play when they fixed items and some of the boss fixes. Meowmies does that. It's so funny. Meowmies raided me a while ago. Like, we're talking about the first raid. She's raided me a few times, but the first raid was like a year and a half ago. And like, that was the first time I ever saw her name. Now, I've seen her name in like 10 other chats that I frequent. It's one of those like, now that I have like a visual to connect them to, a face to connect them to, I remember them so much more. And they stand out more in other places now. I'm wondering, like, was I seeing them around before? I don't know. They want audio link? But want song requests and stuff? I can, like, barely hear the music for this one. And I'm not sure if that's just, like, the treadmill being super loud. It looks like the music is loud in OBS. I can see it like kissing the orange. They're pretty damn consistent like you. Meowmies and I actually started at the same time, Octal. We started streaming within a month of each other. And so, it's bad. It's really bad brainworms. But I often, like, compare myself to them. I know you're not supposed to. I know you're not supposed to. I do everything I can to not do it. Don't say it or think it. I try to think of it as like a inspirational thing. Because she is inspiring, right? It's more of a like, anytime I think about it, Octal, it's more of a like, we're in the same boat. Because she and I have very similar origin stories with regards to streaming. She worked in an office, 9 to 5, busted her ass off, and saved up money, and was completely, like, not thrown away by her company, but just, she hit the point of, what the fuck is this all for? There has to be more to life than this. And so she, you know, stepped away from that and full committed to streaming. She has thrown herself at streaming. And she's had success with that. She's paying her bills with it. But it's very much the same like timetable as me, as like, we worked, this shit sucks, We're gonna try streaming. It's working. Hi, media. Yulind heart. Considering joining you, but lazy? Sometimes it's nice to be lazy. Media sip. I mentioned earlier, we have repo today. It's Wednesday. So we'll do our walk. We'll join Koyo, we'll play repo. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay awake today. I woke up at 5 a.m. I went to bed at 1 a.m. That's not that much sleep. I did not sleep terribly well for the nap yesterday. Oh boy. Sleep is overrated. Free from meeting hello. Hi, Cairo. The Yulind needs his beauty sleep. I need my nap after walks, right, media? But yesterday, I don't know what it was. I just kept waking up. I think at one point I slept for 2 hours straight because I was in VR for like 4 hours after the walk. I got out when my hands were both dead. But it felt like I was just constantly waking up every like 10 to 20 minutes. For a good portion of it. More than enough sleep. Cairo 0 HP. How is hello doing these days, Cairo? Good lord. Story time? What do you mean story time? I was kind of thinking about telling Cairo about the gun lance yesterday. So, Cairo was in a call with me after Tales. I got rear-ended this morning. Huh? Oh god. I assume it's minor. I assume you were at, like, a red light and somebody bumped you, right? That's super personal. Yeah, was it a light? But there was no noticeable damage? Did you even trade insurance numbers, or did you just both pull over and be like, do you want to deal with this? Nope. Yeah, I don't either. Have a good one. Rear-ended in a good way, or... Rear-ended in the best bad way, it sounds like. Also, we haven't walked this video in a long time. I like this zone. There's crazy morning traffic, and I said, don't worry about it, man. And fist bumped him, LOL. I have been in... 1, 2, 3... I've been in 3 car accidents. So the first one, I was like 14 years old. My parents took me to a Sting concert, and I'm laying down in the back seat. I literally fell asleep at the concert. On the way home, it's like midnight or 1 a.m. And, this girl, she ran a red light as my parents were going across. And so my dad, like, swerved. She sideswiped us. I was laying down in the back seat, so it was like... I just felt like I didn't even feel like an impact. I just heard the, like, scrape. My mom screamed. We got out, traded insurance with her. My mom was like, your dad's so cool. If it wasn't for his fast thinking, we'd all be dead. And I was like, oh, okay. Cool, thanks. I was already scared of cars, but now I'm more scared. The second time, I'm 17 years old. And, my mom picks me up from school. We're driving home. This is literally, like, at the school. We're still, like, 20 seconds away from the school. And we're on a through road. And one of my fucking classmates runs a stop sign and T-bones us. And, like, she's literally... I've gone to class with her for the past, like, 5 years. Oh god, no, actually, it would have been like 8 or 9 years. She gets out, she's calling her dad, she's crying. I walk to the middle of the intersection and pick up her fucking license plate and hand it to her. And she's like, Dad, I crashed the car again. This woman came out of nowhere. And we're like, you ran a stop sign. This wasn't you came out of nowhere. You ran a stop sign. And she hangs up. And she's like, oh god, I'm never gonna drive again. And I'm like, it's gonna be fine. You know, everybody, you know, I guess not everybody, but, you know, getting in a car accident like this, nobody was hurt. You just have to learn from this, right? This is your first accident. And she goes, no, it's my 5th. And at this point, I take a step back. She is 17 years old and she's been in 5 car accidents that apparently she has fucking caused. And it's like, you should not be driving. Give me your fucking license so I can cut up. What the fuck is wrong with you? I was shooketh. I was like, get this woman off the road. This crazy morning traffic. But the adrenaline and anxiety have carried over to the rest of my day, low-key. No! Again, 5th, this woman should not be driving. Where Bits? He needs to point and laugh. Bits has found other friends' den. He would listen to me walk when he didn't have stuff going on. Now he's gotten Proxy and met Mizuki and a lot of that group and gotten him way into Counter-Strike and Tarkov. So he has assembled the gun squad. I love Bits, but they are very rarely here. Bits is around den somewhere lurking. I miss Bits too. Oh, I see. If anything, Den, they're living their best life. They're playing all the gun games with all the gun gamers. Anytime I get bitter and I'm like, I miss Bits. I wish he spent more time with me. I just remember, well, it means he's spending more time with Kaze. Take that, idiot. Hi, Farisu. The 3rd car accident I was in. I was actually driving for this one. And, I'm driving on the freeway, on my way to school in Missouri. And, there's sudden traffic. Like, everybody just stops, and they're, like, slamming on their brakes. Goodbye, Yulind? Where are you going? Everybody's slamming on their brakes. I hit my brakes. I stop like a foot away from the car in front of me. Just really close, like, oh man. I almost didn't stop in time, damn. The car behind me did not stop in time. They hit their brakes, and they swerved into the shoulder. But their front right of the car hit my back left. And it was like, damn, okay. Well, I guess we gotta pull over. So I start going into the shoulder, and this guy veers across 3 lanes and leaves. And so it's like, oh, okay, bye, sir. Thankfully, the scratch on my car was not that bad. We literally, like, buffed it out, and then applied, a layer of paint, and then, like, blender... I don't know what to call it. You can see it if you look real close, but otherwise it was kind of unnoticeable. But yeah, that guy, I was fine. I stopped, no issue. The guy behind me hit me, and he pieced the fuck out. Those are the 3 car accidents I've been in. None of them have been my fault. I remember when I first moved to Texas, I was complaining about how crazy drivers were on the road. Because in Texas, the rules of the road are like, be assertive. Which is insane to me. But, I was talking about this while going to a UPS training course. And one of the guys there was like, you don't like driving in Texas, but you've been in 3 car accidents? Sounds like Texas drivers aren't the problem, it's you, buddy. And I was like, hey, motherfucker, I wasn't even driving for 2 of them. You can't put this on me. Fuck you. People from Texas cannot drive. In the Dallas area, Farisu, I actually think for the most part they're good drivers. They just don't follow the rules. When it comes to the actual control of their car, I would say they're skilled. But they are assertive, confident, and just kind of ballsy. Which I think is really bad for driving. The Dallas drivers, the best of the worst state. There was a sign. There was a sign that was constantly up, like one of the billboards. And it was like, we've only had 750 car accidents so far this year, and it's July. Keep it up, everybody! I mean, no one spends more time in their car than people in Texas. Dude, when I first got to Texas and my dad was like, alright, Yulind, the rules of the road are, be assertive. If you need to turn right, nobody's gonna let you go. You just gotta go. And it was like, fucking what? Kinda weird how bad they are at driving with the car-centric infrastructure. With Dallas in particular, their infrastructure cannot keep up with the amount of people coming into the state. Because Texas has 0 income taxes, there's a lot of companies moving their headquarters to Texas. It has been that way for like 10 years, minimum. And so their roads are just too small for the amount of people that live there. And they're constantly trying to expand. They're constantly trying to widen their highways. But I literally saw it happen. In the 8 years I was there, the first 3, I commuted to school. And that commute was like a 25-minute drive the first year. Then it became a 30 to 35-minute drive. Then it became a 50-minute drive. Like, every year it just got worse because just so many people were coming in. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump those numbers. I haven't been in a car accident, but I've crashed my electric scooter. Keep it that way, Den. I need a drink. We played Tales of Vesperia yesterday. We started one of the post-game quests. We got through... I know we got through 1 dungeon. Did we get through 2? I think we did a lot of story stuff and then just 1 dungeon. We found the world map. There's a world map in the game. Weeks ago, Cairo and Eris are like, Yulind, where's the world map? And I was like, I don't know if there is one. I think it's just this overlay that sucks. Damn, this sucks, bro. And then we found it last night, and they were like, Yulind, we asked you about this. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't know. I played this 20 years ago. Fuck you, get off my back. The game has fast travel. It's a very unnecessary fast travel, but it has it. Average US city planner. Just 2 more lanes, I swear. Just 2 more lanes and it'll be fixed. Repeated every 4 to 5 years for infinity. God. Don't forget it takes 8 years to build those 2 lanes. You wanna know what's crazy? So when I lived in California, I lived in Fairfield. And they had a mall there. And so Fairfield was like, hey, we got this mall now. This is gonna bring in traffic from all the nearby cities and towns. So we need to have big as fuck highways. We're gonna be the second Los Angeles. We're gonna be bigger than Los Angeles. Because we got a mall. So they had all of their highways going through Fairfield built as, I shit you not, 6-lane highways. Yeah, that never happened. That never... They never, like, popped off because of their mall. So imagine a highway that needs 2, maybe 3 lanes. And they're all 6-lane highways. That's what I learned to drive with. I had never fucking seen traffic until I went through LA once. Bro, have you seen LA traffic? Oh god, it's awful. Yes, I have. Don't forget it takes 8 years to build those 2 lanes. Damn, Yulind, we used to live only 2 hours away. Where were you? Close to Fairfield. And here I am in the UK thinking the 1 or 2 4-lane motorways are absurd. San Jose, Almaden? That's okay. I'm forgetting the name of the place my grandma lives. My dad's side of the family is still there. My grandma lives in one of the sand places. I don't think it's Jose. I'm like, shit, which one is it? What are some of the big sand cities in that area? That's like a mile from, or not a mile, an hour from Fairfield. Santa Clara, I think that's what it is. My grandma lives in Santa Clara. And I have recently been tossing the idea of maybe moving in with them as a caretaker. I don't think they have enough space for me is the problem. You should go test the waters and visit again for like a week or 2 and see if it's a good fit for you. Yeah, that is what should happen. The problem for Isu is streaming is the most important thing to me, right? I need to be able to stream. The room needs to be big enough that it can have a desk, my VR play space, a treadmill, and a bed, and all of my, like, storage stuff, which is a lot to ask for. Now, a lot of this I could leave here. I have 2 bookshelves full of, like, game stuff that I could leave with my parents. Storage 500 plushies and cigarettes. So, like, I have 2 bookshelves that could stay with parents. My TV and my, like, video game station armoire thing, that could stay with parents. There is it's not a fold-up table, but it's like the size of one that I used to put a lot of the VR stuff on and charging stuff on. That could stay with parents. I have a pirate chest that I put, like, out-of-season blankets in. That could stay with parents. So I could probably fit all my stuff in this room. It'd be small. And I'd have to be sleeping on a futon that I literally put up against the wall every day. Take a look at those foldable storage containers. That might give you a lot more options for storing things in a tightly packed room. What I have right now for Isu are the ones that are soft, that you can snap in unique positions. What I have right now for Isu is a big storage wall that's like the stairs storage thing. So there's like there's the base, which let's say is 5 units long. Or actually no, it would be 5 units long. On top of that, there is you can kind of assemble it a bunch of different ways. It can be stairs, it can be a solid block. I have it as a solid block, but there's like a TV storage thing that's like, I'd say 2 units high and 2 units long. Then there's a tall one And then there's 4, like, 1 units tall, 1 units wide, double shelf thing, double drawers. That's what I was referring to. Those are super good for small spaces. Yeah, I have one of those on the wall already. And that's where I put a lot of my stuff. The other thing about it is that it could potentially, like, be in the same spot as the bed. Instead of against the wall, it could be, like, on the ground and the bed goes on that. Now, the problem with that is that if it's against a wall, I would lose a lot of the storage stuff. And it'd have to be, like, not something I regularly have access to. Or it would have to be, like, middle of a wall going outward. Are you a suspension system user for VR chat? Like cables above you? Are you full wireless? I have a pulley system. I have suspension stuff. I used to let my cable just run along the floor for Isu, and I was just very cognizant of where it was. But when I started doing the treadmill stuff, it was like, I think it'd be really bad to have a cable just falling along the treadmill. So that's when I got the pulleys. I want a drink. I don't know. You should visit and measure everything before and after. See if it's a viable option. I've mentioned it to my parents. I have not mentioned it to my grandparents. I mean, first and foremost, I want to take care of those 2 grandparents. My grandmother and my step-grandfather. They're 93 and... No. They're 92 and 90. They're getting on in years. And they're at that point where it's like, oh, Grandpa Scott fell. He had to spend 2 weeks in the hospital. Right? They're at that age where... they're just old. Yulind, will you be going for another hour-ish? Hello? Hand? Please act normally? Yes. Well, I don't know if we'll be walking the full hour. We should be. We should be. Yeah, we'll be walking a full hour now that I think about it. And before your grandparents are like, ew, over 26 and living with grandparents? What are you, homeless? The real nice thing for Isu, like, taking care of them would be nice. But also, like, not paying rent sounds really nice. I pay $400 a month in rent now, which has me breaking even. But if I could just be saving money, I feel like that would free me up a ton. My grandparents wanted me to live with them, but LA Orange Blue Twitch or exist in Texas. That is another thought for Isu. Like, doing that type of stuff sounds very difficult. My grandparents have a 2-bathroom house. They have the master bathroom connected to their master bedroom. And then the guest bedroom, or the guest bathroom, the second bathroom, is in the hallway right outside their room. So if I wanted to, like, shave stuff, I literally have to do it midday. I can't do it in, like, the middle of the night. And, like, it just sounds like finding the time to do stuff out of their thought and sight sounds really hard. Oh yeah, unless you are opposite side of the house, just tell them you are metrosexual. Then I'm getting changed and go. This is crazy media. This is crazy for Isu. My grandmother actually has a trans friend. And so, like, they're kind of open to that stuff. They They've been super liberal and democratic for years. When I was going to college for environmental biology, they were like, "Are you learning about climate change?" Metrosexual Yulind is right now. You just have to tell them. Why would I tell them I'm metrosexual? Huh? Because that's like literally being a femboy, but for old people. Isn't metrosexual just like you seem gay, but you're not? Yeah, I just don't feel like I need to lie to them. Like, you know, you take care of yourself in a feminine way. I'm pretty sure it means basically fashionable. Shave your legs, stuff like that. I think metrosexual is like you appear and come off as gay, but you're straight. Because it's about the sexuality. Kinda similar to femboy, honestly. That's what femboys were before 2016. Relating to or denoting a man who lives in urban areas and enjoys shopping, fashion, similar interests. Traditionally associated with women or gay men. Grandma? Grandpa? I'm metrosexual. Okay, well, you're not into fashion because you wear fucking jeans and a hoodie every day. You enjoy shopping? Yeah, my ass you do. You leave the house once a week for groceries. Metrosexual? What the fuck are you trying to say, Yulind? Base metrosexual, Yulind. I've seen Queer Eye, I get it. It would be easy to explain all the packages coming in. Oh my god. On the oversized girly hoodies, shirts. I feel like it'd be easier to just say I'm gay. You're what? You're a pan though, right? Tell them that. Oh, they are not gonna understand pansexual. And that you're feminine leaning. I had a conversation, Octal, Risu, with my parents about getting married and having kids at one point. And my dad was like, I can't accept this. You gotta get married. You gotta have kids. You have to continue the Yulinson bloodline. Right? You gotta have kids. And I was like, I literally don't, Dad. If it really comes down to it, I could just adopt. There's plenty of orphans in the United States. And he goes, no, you can't adopt. And I was like, you fool. You've activated my trap card. And my mom, the orphan, hi Pixel, just goes, what the fuck is wrong with adoption? And my dad, realizing what he's done, is just like, nothing, honey. There's nothing wrong with adoption. Just, you know, we gotta, you know, the bloodline. And she's like, so you think the bloodline matters more than adoption? You think, you know, a parent who raises their kid will never have the closeness of a parent who is the biological? And he's like, look, this is about Yulind right now. I was like, no, I'm really interested in what you have to say about orphans being inferior. And he's like, that's not what I said. And my mom is just fucking fuming. Have kids now. New keyboard acquired. Hello, Pixo. Got him. Hello, classic. Adoption. Every kid needs a home. Your father is a breeder, Yulind. He is a breeder male. Bro, open the wrong can of Pringles. Diabolical trap card. I'm Micaiah. He is not a breeder, Frisu. He is a devil's advocate and contrarian. He is 100% tee-hee. I like to push the letter. I like to tease. I like to get under your skin. He did not think his moves carefully in that moment, though. Yes, but who will get Yulind pregnant? Guy's pregnant man emoji, this guy. Breeder, I barely know her. Most men are breeders, not gonna lie. They're all about expanding the bloodline, my offspring. At least in the generation before us. Boomers, Gen Xers, SMH. I don't think it's something that's like at the front of their mind. I think for a lot of them, my bloodline ends with me. Hi, ants. I think for a lot of them, it's like basic instinct. And like, they think it's important. But if you had a conversation with them and you're like, do you really want this? Is this really the most important thing to you? Do you hate orphans? They're gonna say, for the most part, the right things. And be like, no, I guess this isn't that important. But like, are they gonna joke about it? Are they gonna be like, you know, are they gonna quote Lord of the Rings? My line is ended! Absolutely. Oh boy, walk in time. True, it's a primal thing. And nowadays, men are the ones who people want to get bread. How the turntables. Imagine if that were true, literally a utopia. Oh my god. I love this. This might be my favorite zone from Dawn Trail. This forest was so pretty. Tragically, this forest is like a death trap. It sucks to live in this forest because none of the light reaches the ground. None of the sunlight reaches the ground. So the only thing they can grow down here is fucking bananas. And all the people that live down here is like, dude, we live on bananas and I hate this shit. I've got to go AFK and drink an entire 13-ounce bottle of water. See you in a bit, Yulind. Okay. I can try. Maybe a utopia, but not a metopia. I like my holes the way they are. We're feeling it today. We did the first 2 miles really quick, and I was like, man, 5 incline ain't shit. Now at 2.6 miles, I'm like, okay, I'm a little tired, I'm a little sweaty. Don't think it, don't say it. I think most people here would appreciate not having sun. I would love living in a forest like this. Granted, if I could get, like, standard food, like the grocery store is stocked with the things I can find. If it was like, you only get bananas and that's it, oh god. I'd live, but I wouldn't be happy. And now they learn how to make crops out of aether. Yeah, you kind of just show up and solve all the problems. I'm gonna leave Yulind looking like a leaking water hose. Alright, buddy. Alright. When she says she's from Sild. Banana Pop-Tarts then? You know, I don't know if I've ever had banana Pop-Tarts. I like banana flavoring, so I probably would like that. Or magic powder. They don't exist. Do they not? I'm surprised. Pop-Tarts feels like they've done a flavor for fucking everything. My favorite Pop-Tarts flavor was confetti cupcake. Shout out to s'mores, shout outs to cookie dough, shout outs to brown sugar cinnamon, that's probably the one I've eaten the most of. Shout out to wild berry. But confetti cupcake I love confetti cupcake. Do they sell Pop-Tarts outside the US? I want to say yes. I know a lot of places, at the very least, get them imported. Pop-Tarts are like a staple of the American aisle in grocery stores outside of the US. That's such an out-of-pocket flavor. Yes, I do, Sentinel, but like import stores. When Pop-Tart Femboy Cream? Unfortunately, yes. I haven't had a Pop-Tart in such a long time. It's probably been about a year for me. When I was counting calories, I was eating Pop-Tarts. But then when we cut out sugar, obviously they went. Pop-Tarts are so unfilling now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm more of a Rap-Tart fan. What is a Rap-Tart? Last Pop-Tart was definitely 2023. If I had the superpower of being able to turn any junk that goes into your body into healthy food, I would fucking devour Pop-Tarts. The wild berry Pop-Tarts are goated though. People's minds are blown when the US has entire aisles dedicated to breakfast cereal. Legit one of the worst wastes of calories on diet? Yeah. You know rap instead of pop, like the music genres? Yes. Defo a good option. I'm a metal tart. You two are goofballs. You two are fucking goofballs. I watched a video on a guy who did a cereal-only diet. Bro said he'd regret doing it. Even with the 50 million cereal types. I tried to do, like, a lot of cereal for my diet. We probably stopped, like, 3 or 4 months ago. But there was a time where I was having cereal, like, 2 to 3 times a day. But I was doing healthy cereals. And then I started looking more closely at a lot of the stuff. And, like, they were just as bad as the standard cereals. And I was like, what the fuck? Alright, this fucking sucks. I love cereal. I love milk. Milk is honestly the hardest part about dieting for me. Because milk is so much calories. You motherfuckers have shit like Lutefisk, I don't want to hear about it. I did Raisin Bran plus Crunch Berries. That's 2 meals a day a few years ago. And found out that it was no better than just making breakfast tacos every meal. Yeah. Me when I make breakfast tacos for a meal for 2 months, and my parents get upset. Hi, Noodles. Good job today. I know you're American, so no education for you. But that's Swedish. He's deflecting. He's deflecting because he's embarrassed about his Lutefisks. 2.9. What's a story I have for you guys? Oh yeah! Motherfucker, I don't even know what that is, but it's Swedish. No, you can't do that, Air. You can either claim you don't know what it is, or you can be a nerd and correct Cairo that it's Swedish. You cannot have both. You've been caught red-handed. Hi. You guys call it the Piacala? It's dead-ass a thing for you? There we go. Their Swedish is not Scandinavian. Get it right, you uncultured swine. It literally is. I have a story. I have news that is regarding Claire Obscura Expedition 33. Google it. These Nords like to pretend like they don't eat fucked up fish dishes. Finland isn't Scandinavian.
Really good game. I loved it so far.
I've been watching a lot of people play it. It's really good. I was saying it didn't have a chance at Game of the Year because GTA was gonna be coming out. And then GTA got delayed and it's like, oh, it might actually be Game of the Year now. The official Twitter from the devs have basically said, hey guys, there's SKA plushes that people are buying a lot of. There is no official SKA plush. These are all third-party sites. Be careful, a lot of them are using AI-generated art and a scam. That being said, we are planning to do an official SKA plush. So if you want the big round guy as a plush pillow, the little plushie toy, he is most likely getting an official plush from the company. That being said, holy shit, I need to fix the hair under my left ear. Okay, that's better. Cairo, what you mean this time? I will turn this chat into an average USA school. I want you to be very careful with that one, Air. Because that's a little too threatening. That might be pushing Twitch TOS. Fish, boring. I'm gonna air this motherfucker out. I've thought about playing Claire Obscure, but I've not played the other 32 expeditions. It really is a long IP, isn't it? He's gonna underfund us. Holy shit, Kyra, what you mean this time? Bro thinks Lutefisk.
It goes from 100. It goes from 100 to 0, so technically you would have to play the last 67 ones.
Actually, it goes 0 to 100 and then down to 33. 0 is the first expedition? Actually? Fucking gets pushed into the lockers. Fucking gets swirlied in the bathroom. What? No, I've been watching a lot of friends play it. Cairo has been playing it. My friend Foss. Ants has been playing it. It's so good.
I'm trying to avoid the spoilers, but I eventually watch some stuff and it's like, now I know that this happens.
Yeah, you literally can't even open it. If I see somebody playing it, I will not raid them. Because there's just big shit that happens even 5 hours in that's you just can't raid into this game. Why are you bringing up Lutefisk, Cairo? That's Norwegian. Now I'm just knocking your books out your hands and pulling your pants down. You can tell he doesn't have any Norwegian heritage. Alright. I want to talk about Expedition 33. Not Finland and Sweden. I mean, sure, Lutefisk is a Nordic thing.
Should I mute to not even get more spoilers?
No. So you heard me talk about the plushie, right? Yeah. I mostly wanted Cairo's thoughts on that because Cairo's the turbo nerd that was 6 months before the game came out. He was like, "Oh my god, this game looks so cool! I can't wait to play it! Hun. I want one. I will buy merch. guess technically Sweden is a Scandinavian country. Well, we all know that the only real one is Norway. I want to move away from the Finland-Sweden thing. I just want to move away from that, guys. Damn, that sounded exactly like Cairo. Here's the real impression, Octal Mage. What the freak? I gotta move this over here. Gotta put this here. Hello? 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 What the freak? There. There's the Cairo impression. Some of you are gonna be thinking, damn, I thought he was at work right now. It sounded like he was there. I know. It's so spot on. That was brutal. It's the only one that matters for you. And my ass is currently on a treadmill. I'm truly Walkland? Hell yeah. I'm going to put a golf ball size hole through your chest with a musket. You're gonna miss. And then you're gonna pull out your flintlock and take out the neighbor's dog. And then you're gonna have to fall back to the cannon at the top of the stairs loaded with grape shot. I fired and then I missed. What an incredible video. Oh, Answer's here. Time to shut my mouth. Shut up, Noodles. Wait, no, don't shut up. Shut up about shutting up. No one wants me to do impressions of them because I get down it down to the body language. No longer will I have to suffer through people going, ew, the French, whenever I speak French in games. Has anyone here played Blackwake? I missed that game. Fired and then I missed game. Speaking of muskets, had another popsicle. You'll be lucky to shoot someone 5 feet in front of you. I'm leaving. I hate this bit by. It's not funny. See, I can't say shit. I need a drink. Me fighting God with 16 muskets. Guys, I actually fucked up this morning. I downloaded Classic WoW. And I got on Season of Discovery servers. And I got on some of my old characters there. They're all like level 12. And I ran around, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Get me off this game. I can't be here. Season of Discovery arc. Go bed soon, maybe. I maybe have overloaded my plate today. Oops. That doesn't sound like a fuck up. I really want to like Season of Discovery. I actually really want to have fun with it, and I think that is where I would have the most fun in WoW. The problem is, it's fucking classic WoW. It's so ugly. It's like the 20 years ago aesthetics of WoW, where everything's just like, you can hear the fucking like SpongeBob zoom in where it shows like the too much detail. It's like, oh, everything looks horrendous. And I want to look pretty. Bro is so obsessed with looks. I am! I need to look pretty. Only fuck up if you play classic kata. That's the real T-Gen shit. I don't like the aesthetics of classic. Not gonna lie, I don't play games where I can't be a feminine character. You're always gonna look ugly in WoW. I can look cute in retail WoW. There's a few looks I got on retail WoW that I'm like, I'm happy with this. Is it like top tier? No. It's not as good as PSO. It's I'd say it's not even as good as Final Fantasy 14. Waste of time, not gonna lie. But it kind of just needs to be good enough. There's like a bar that it needs to pass. And Classic WoW does not pass that. We need a model overhaul. It's been 11 years. I agree. I can't imagine cuteness in a thing in Western MMOs. Is a thing. There's somewhere you can look cute, but it is definitely with a lot of effort. Give me a boob ass cider and let me have red eyes. This is Death Knight, not asking a lot. Bro is too vain to appreciate the 10 poly rabbits SMH. I am. What time is it? It's 10:56. Oh god, did we like take a long time to get through our stretches? We're at 3.4 miles. This video is about an hour long. And we just started. So we're gonna be finishing like 10 minutes before Koyo goes live. It's so early. We're 2 hours in. Whole time we play Last Epoch. The difference with Last Epoch ants, Yulind is crying that he's ugly, is that it's top down and you can't look too carefully at your character. I wish I want to play a witch or rogue, or I want them to add fucking both genders for each class. Hi, Mixie. I hate that the class that I am by far the best with in Last Epoch is the big buff hairy guy. God damn it. Was he ugly though? I was the big buff hairy guy, Octal. I was the primalist. Yulind, did you ever play Scarlet Blade? I did not. Damn it, do not bother me. Imagine gender being real. It's not so much gender, because if I have my way, I play a femboy every time. I just want, like, the body type. I just want the aesthetic. I want to be, like, not big buff hairy guy, without being, like, Korean e-boy. Sounds super ugly. The primalist Octal Mage is basically fucking Bjorn, or whatever his name is from Lord of the Rings. He's like 6'5", crazy wide shoulders, super muscular, a lot of arm hair, a lot of chest hair, just like fucking hairy dude. If you like the berserker aesthetic, if you like a guy that looks like he's gonna fucking outpunch a bear, he's fucking rad. If you want to be cute little petite femboy, this fucking sucks, dude. Halo Reach giving us gender, voice, and bodies is great. I literally not play a game. It's gender locked. Can't make yourself look girly. If you're built like Wolverine but smaller and buff hairy like him. What? Why do you say smaller? I'm pretty sure the Primalist is taller than Wolverine. Short. Rune-based. Hop on MCC. Femboy Spartans. And Brioche shithouse. Brick shithouse women, if I speak, is actually one you wouldn't let me say. Bears without fur look like giant rats. Yeah. Playing games where you are the short femboy rogue. Need more 2000 style character creation. I would fear a nude bear more than a non-nude bear. I'm saying that he's built like Wolverine, but Wolverine is smaller. What do you mean? No, you literally said the opposite of that, Mixie. So you're built like Wolverine, but smaller and buff and hairy like him. First of all, we're not talking about me, Mixie. We're talking about the Primalist from Lost Epoch, who is taller. Not smaller than Wolverine, but taller. If you meant to say Wolverine is smaller, yeah, I was talking about the character. If you meant to say Wolverine was smaller or taller, I think smaller. Grammatically, I think you said the opposite. Yeah, I was talking about the character. I mean, kind of. He's a lot more like Sabretooth than Wolverine. Hi, Icy Fire. Do holidays. Did I click it? I did. The holidays today. May 14th. The Stars and Stripes Forever Day. Dance Like a Chicken Day. Donate a Day of Wages to Charity Day. International Dylan Thomas Day. International Receptionist Day. International Brioche Day. National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. National Numeracy Day. National Third Shift Workers Day. Root Canal Appreciation Day. Underground America Day. World FM Day. World Stationery Day. Okay. There are two very, very strong contenders. Hi, Kev.
Brioche.
Is it brioche? Okay. I've been corrected to either way, and it pisses me off. And it's one of those words that I'm like, oh god, which one is it? Brioche, for anyone who hasn't had that, is like fucking soft as hell butter bread, and it's so good. And then Buttermilk Biscuit Day also just sounds good. Hi, Dingo. Hi, Bingo. Like that one from Deadpool 3. An icy sip, Gale. Are we getting a chicken dance from Yulind? Nope. Brioche Bun Day, Pog. Briogue. I don't think there's a G in there. I honestly can't decide between those two. They both sound so fucking good. Eehee. Are we at 4 yet? We're at 3.6. Oh, God. We're still in the fucking Wildhammer Stronghold? God, why is this zone so big? Never had brioche somehow? Try it. Next time you're at the store and you're like, I want sandwiches. Give brioche bread. It's so good. If I'm getting sliced bread, I'm getting that.
Wouldn't technically a muffin be somewhat similar to brioche kind of thing? Because the texture, the taste is kind of similar.
I haven't had... I wouldn't say so, but maybe? We are not doing this. Bread is cake conversation. Hi, rhyme conflagration warlock. I just don't buy bread. Oh, it's media. Den, you just triggered a memory. You just triggered a memory in me with conflagration. So, in World of Warcraft, a very, very known spell for warlocks is conflagrate. It's literally just, you blast the enemy with fire, it always crits if they have the immolate debuff on them. Hi, Rivo! Immune, I'm 2 hours late, and Yulind still isn't stretching. What the fuck? I was playing, I don't remember how it came up. But somebody was like, what's a weird word that, like, is easy to spell, but it looks like it'd be hard? And I was like, probably conflagrate. And, the healer in my guild just starts going, shut the fuck up, that's not a real word. And I was like, it is though, what? He's like, no, it's fucking not. You're literally just making stuff up. And he accused me of, for like 2 days. No, it wasn't that I made it up. He said I was pronouncing it wrong. That's what he was saying. Hi, Ashley. And I was like, what? And he's like, that's not how you say it, dude. It's conflagrate. And it was just like, he had so much confidence in calling me out that I was saying it wrong. And we had to look up the pronunciation, you know, the Google thing that's like, here's how to say the word conflagrate. Conflagrate. It's rough when people learn English by reading books. Yeah, I wish that was the case for this one, Ants. No, this guy was born and raised American. Hi, Keo. English first language. Just didn't think it was a real word, or like thought it was conflagrate. They end up smart but can't pronounce anything. I don't even mean ESLs. Muffin, can we turn your bunny ears into a belt? No! They learn big words by reading. I'd conflagrate his ass for that. I don't think I did anything, but I think the rest of the guys roasted him for it. Hi.
Yulind.
Uh-huh.
Auto defenestrate.
What?
Auto defenestrate.
Auto defenestrate? I'm confused. You lost me.
Throw yourself off the window.
Oh, I see. Hi, you got a whole walking squad? I do. We have the fairy, the cat, I think Novasu's a wolf? I'm actually not sure. They've got, like, cyber demon horns. Wolf? Okay. Auto-defenestration is my favorite word in the English window. I thought it was pronounced that way too, but I've never heard it said out loud. I always just, like, looked at it as individual syllables. Conflagrate. And they were like, conflagrate, and it was like, where are you adding this E? Where are you getting the grr sound? It's G-R-A-T-E. 3.8. We're cruising. We're at 11:07. We have repo today, so I potentially have to cut it early. I think I can go to the end of this video. I think this video will end around 11:50. Coil will go live at 12. And we don't need to raid him right away. He'll stall for a bit. Okay, if I ever get a walking pad, I'll make a deal. You join for squats one day, I'll join for walks one day. Nope. I want you to join Kyo when you want to join. And as much as I would love to join for squat day, I have learned if I do more than 50 squats, my legs need a rest day. And I don't take rest days. So if I do overly ambitious stretching or exercise with leg stuff, it just makes it painful for the next 5 days for me. So, while I would love to join you for a squat day, and I've joined you and Maru like twice to just hang out for a bit, yeah, so go for like 30 or 40 squats. No deal. No one has to do the 300 we do. Yulind request. I'm listening, Noodles. Some come in just to do 20 and leave. At media for me, please. And thank you. I can do that one. I was like, my first thought, Noodles, was I'm gonna be sassy and deny this request. I'm gonna like turn it back on Noodles in some way that I can. Add media. Okay. Thank you. I mean, you could have. Can I double that pat request? Yes, but it'll be delayed. She'll get more pats later. Sassy Yulind is funny always. Okay. Where are we? Are we going up to the hill to the pig farmer? I think that's where we are. Or no, this is just going into the pit, isn't it? God, it's been so long since I've been to Shadow Moon Valley. I need a drink. God, I'm gonna fall asleep during repo. My schedule has been fucked for like a week and a half now. And last week I was like playing repo for 2 hours and started falling asleep in the second hour. And I started being so tired I was walking into mobs. I guess we just do the same thing this week. We go until we're dying because we're nodding off at our desk. And when that happens, it's like, oh, I was awake, and then I wasn't, and I died. Time to go. What's the story I have for you guys? I saw a car fight video. So this guy, he's in his car, and this other dude, I don't know what they were fighting over, but this other dude gets out of his car, goes over to his window and starts like yelling at him and punching him through his window. Like his window is down, and he starts like punching him, he starts hitting. And the guy that's throwing punches, he's like 45, 50 years old, not in great shape. The guy that's in his car, you can only see his arms and face. He looks pretty muscular. He looks like if he was outside of his car, he would whoop the ass of the guy who's not in his car. And the guy that's not in his car knows this. So he's kind of like standing by the door and not letting the guy get out and punching him through the window. Right? He's like, you know, the guy's sitting down, he can't really defend himself, he can't go anywhere. I win this. I got the advantage. So he's like yelling at him. He's throwing punches. The guy is telling him to stop and back off. And this older dude is not doing it. So the guy inside the car, the very muscular dude, he just gets out the sunroof. He literally just stands up on his chair, sits on the roof of his car, and then like, you know, kind of twists his legs and then, you know, scoots off the car. So now he's standing next to the guy. This whole motion took like 2 seconds, by the way. He did it really fucking fast. The old guy who was punching him no longer wants to fight. The guy, hi Nick. The older guy that was throwing like, we're talking like through tens of punches at the guy through his window, has started walking away back to his car and is like, yeah, you better learn your lesson. And the guy that got out of his car is like, no, we're not doing it that way. He beats the shit out of the guy. Literally like clocks him in the side of the head. The dude falls down, slaps him 2 or 3 times while he's on the ground and is standing over him like, yeah, you didn't stop when I told you to stop. Bet you want me to stop now. The guy, the older guy's wife, she's in the car filming and she's like, oh my god, what the fuck? And like everybody in the comments was like, funny how she didn't say shit when her husband was assaulting the guy, but she has a lot to say when her husband's on the ground. Interesting. It was one of those moments of like, damn, I don't want violence. I don't want people to get their ass beat. But man, this guy was so far out of line that he kind of deserved getting his ass beat. And you look at it and you're like, this is extremely justified. This is hopefully a reminder for this guy to fucking watch yourself. Because my god, was it deserved. Is that the cute and adorable Yulind I see? It is. Hi.
Okay, my 30 minutes are done. I don't want to do more because I was sick yesterday. Today I'm feeling fine, but...
Yeah, if you're recovering from sick, don't push it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good job. There's the delayed head pats.
Thank you for letting me shine. Wow.
Of course, of course.
And take care.
You too.
Have a good time.
Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the guy getting his ass beat on the freeway. I don't think I've ever seen like that. I don't think I've ever seen something like that IRL. I've seen like 2 fights in high school. But they were... The big one I remember was very underwhelming. The two guys just kind of took shots at each other, like body shots. And then they got separated. And nothing happened. Right? There was no knockout. There was no, like... One guy's walking away the victor. I have never seen a fight that's like... This guy is on the ground, either fetal position or twitching, and the other guy is not. I've never seen a fight end like that. I have. Mardi Gras traffic. People getting out of their car to fight. That's crazy to fight over traffic. Like, just how do you fight over traffic? How do you get mad at somebody? Did they, like, cut you off and then flip you off? Like, even that's just like, whatever, they're probably drunk. That's insane to me. Rationalizing anger is crazy? You're not wrong. And someone flashed a gun at me? Because the apartment gate wasn't working? What the fuck? I went to a grammar school, high school for nerds. No fights or anything exciting happened. He's like yelling the code at me, which I knew because I lived there. I have a bad Mardi Gras story. He's like, just fucking open it. And I was yelling back, it's broken. Ah. Hi, Kyle. I got my first concussion at a parade. More ended up with a trip to the ER. Oh, damn. Got a walking haxie? It is. Anyway, they're sticking my underling with me today, so I got a dip. Okay. Goodbye, chat. I hope it goes fast, Ant. He comes up with a gun to the place where you enter the code. I pulled around. Bye, Ants. Good luck. I've never... God, that's crazy to me. I've lived behind a gate twice. Once at an apartment complex, and once in Fairfield, because I live near a golf course, and it was just the ritzy area of Fairfield. I've never had to deal with, I've never seen people be angry at the gate code. I just made a next level smoothie? Hell yeah. I don't even think... Have I ever seen a gun? I mean, I've seen guns, like police officers and stuff. I've never been in a situation where somebody drew a gun. I've never been in a situation where somebody pulled that out. I did see a video this morning. I almost added it to my notes, but I decided not to. Hi, Molly. It was an Uber driver. Who she was like, ma'am, you're harassing me, get out of my car. And the passenger is just recording her, and she's like, oh, I'm harassing you? She's like, you're harassing me, get out of my car. Get out of my car, I'm calling the police. Oh, I'm harassing you? Like, the woman is just not getting out of the car. And so the Uber driver, like, I think she flashes a gun in her face. And at this point, the woman's like, okay, time to go, time to leave. We're getting out. This bitch is crazy. She goes to record her license plate. And all of the comments were like, hey, why the fuck were you sticking around and recording her when she repeatedly said, get out of her car? You're trespassing at that point. You are 100% in the wrong. It was super awkward when someone came in and manually pulled the gate open. And we both pulled in and made the same turns and shit. Guns, Gunsy, the dual hop on Gunsy Yulind, face style only. There was 4 of us in my car, and we waited for him to get out of his car and go inside. Get out of my car now. This is the second car Uber get out story. Yeah, Uber driver's in the right. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to start a cold brew going. So I can try it in a smoothie. Hi, Lopner. Gunsy is a throwback. tossed in a shot of espresso. Don't even taste it though. To be fair, Yulind, I also haven't been in a situation where someone's drawn their weapon. I guess you're just a lot less likely to see that stuff in your life if you never leave the house. Gun Z is peak. I don't even know what Gun Z is. 4.4 miles. What time is it? 11:20? I think we've got like 30 more minutes of this video. I didn't find a single unfired 22. But I did find Florida Burger King ones. Oh. Gun Z is something they just made up. Make you feel left out. Gun Z was the first online game where I was like, I'm going to play a girl. It's the sequel to Gun Y. Gun Z was just my imagination. Also, it's just pronounced guns. That was perfect world for me. It was World of Warcraft for me. I remember. No, it's Gunzy. When I was playing World of Warcraft, my friends in school, we wanted to make Horde characters and Alliance characters. So we wanted one guild on each faction. So I made a Tauren warrior on Horde. The big buff scary cow guys, the Minotaurs. And I made a druid night elf on Alliance. The tallest Alliance race. Big buff. This was when I was the shortest guy in school. I'm 14 years old and I wanted to be the tall races. I remember, you know, my friends. One of them made a night elf dude warrior. One of them made a night elf dude hunter. One of them made a human dude warlock. And then one of them made a night elf, female night elf rogue. And I was like, Kenny, you made a girl. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, were you not paying attention? Did you like click the randomize button? How'd you make a girl character on accident? And he was just like, the fuck are you talking about? It wasn't an accident. I just made a girl. And I was like, what? You can do that? That's not like illegal or anything? And he's like, no, what? You fucking stupid? I was like, no, I just, you know, never occurred to me to play the different gender. Yulind incel arc. It wasn't incel, it was more stupidity. Okay, I did 4.6 miles. But foot feels bad, so it was enough for me today. Good job, Haxie. Good job, Haxie. River World, the one where you are in an RPG world, but it's modern setting. I always called it guns. No, with some Chinese Korean RPG thing, fantasy and all. Okay, Secret World was the one I'm thinking of. I think you're thinking of Secret World. Also played it, it was complete ass! I wanted to play it so bad, but my PC couldn't handle it back then. Like, the idea was good, the gameplay wasn't there. Yulind incel art. Love. Oh wow, good job, dears. Yulind forgot his turn on the brain cell arc. Yasu, young ass one. Don't say that. I just didn't think guys could play girls and girls could play guys. That just wasn't a thought that occurred to me. I don't dare doing more than 1 hour when I'm feeling good. After that, like, once I realized, oh, you could just not play the thing, like, you could play a girl. I went and made, like, a female undead rogue. Because they had the cool flippy thing. They had the cool when you used Eviscerate, they would do a front flip and slam down with the attack, and it was really fucking cool. And so, from then on, I almost always played female characters. And then I played the female Blood Elf Paladin on the private server like a year later. And this would have been like 2 years later. And people flirted with me a lot, and I didn't correct them on, you know, people would call me a girl and I wouldn't correct them. And then I leveled a Paladin on retail, female Blood Elf. People flirted with me a lot. That one ex ERP'd with me in Molten Core. And from then on, it was like... I had really strong gender dysphoria. At this point, I was like... I should have been born a girl. Aw, man. Hi, Bits. We actually mentioned you earlier today. I had pretty heavy gender dysphoria for probably like 3 or 4 years. And then I saw a comic from an artist named Humons? Humons. And I've talked about this comic a few times. It was about toxic masculinity. The comic was basically like, guys, if you think you're too manly to do feminine things like wash the dishes or like clean the house, you're not super masculine and hot. You're a fucking useless lump and incapable of basic tasks. It's not attractive, it's fucking lame. And I was like, oh, this comic isn't at me. This is about toxic masculinity. But I kind of took it as anybody can do anything, right? A guy could, you know, clean and cook and be cute. And a girl could be the breadwinner. And like, that's just fine. And so it was like all of my gender dysphoria just flipped. It was just gone overnight. I literally read a comic and was like, no, I'm actually pretty good being what I am. I just want to be cute. Secret World and Wildstar were the last MMOs I was interested in. The fucking Blue Protocol. And that game died before launch. It's apparently coming back pretty soon. It died and it is potentially coming back. Are you ready for repo today? Nope, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna go Lego Kyle, but after like 1 or 2 hours, I'm probably gonna fall asleep. Bits, we missed you. Rude. Yulind was so close to achieving enlightenment. What do you mean? I did. You were very wrong about Bits in every way, Yulind. I was? A Bits, shoot 'em, Bits. I think I didn't start playing exclusively female characters till like 2014. Oh hey, it's that person who takes nice pictures. Hi, Bits. Blue Protocol is not coming back. They fucked up the first launch. Probably not going to get a second wind like FF14. They were trying to get it to launch. I think they were either trying to make it a single player game or a gacha. I did see that it was canceled and then it was like, this company bought it, it's not done. I'd have to go check. Like that fight sim game from like 10 years ago that got fixed, but still not a lot of people went back. When I say it's coming back, I mean like it might come out. Is it ever going to be as popular as the hype it had? My god, no. It is effectively dead in the water. But it might still come out. Oh, Lego Kyle, why would you use my full name? Mind Travel, I'm sorry. This is it. I don't even remember using your full name. I'm at 4.7 miles. We're at 5 incline. We're in the Blood Elf area. Fuck, what was the name of that game? One Man's Lie? No Man's Sky? Yeah. One Man's Lie, No Man's Sky. Is there when I asked about Repo? Are you good, Pinklin? No Man's Sky. Cyberpunk. Are there any other games that have had such a colossal failure of a launch, but still clawed back? I guess Final Fantasy XIV. Are there any others from those three? The underdog comeback story of the decade. Cyberpunk was fine though. Got fixed by modders in less than 3 weeks. It shouldn't need to be fixed by modders. The gameplay, the actual game on its own, had a massive comeback. Project CD, whatever their name is, put a lot of effort into fixing it. Skyrim needed and still needs to be fixed by modders, not gonna lie. Yeah, but Skyrim was okay. Skyrim is still a good game without fixes. This is random, but I saw some crazy wrestling game with streaming characters for chatters with custom movesets and all that. Pretty impressive. That sounds like the WWE game, or that sounds like Soul Calibur. Also, I played The Witcher 1-2 at launch, unplayable. Meanwhile, me, who played it launch day, only experienced one major bug during a story mission. Race to Skyrim, almost any Bethesda game. Monster World didn't have a great launch with multiplayer. Near impossible because it would drop every 2 minutes. Well, so there's like launch day issues, and then there's like game design issues, right? Like, so Monster Hunter World, it had a lot of bugs when it first came out, and its multiplayer was just unplayable. But there was like technical stuff that they fixed. But like, I'm kind of thinking of like the game design is bad, or less of a launch day issue. I guess I can't say Monster World counts as a launch day issue if it persisted for like 3 weeks, and you know, Cyberpunk doesn't count as a launch day issue. That feels a little unfair of me. But they lasted like 4 to 6 months. That should count. Most of the Monster Hunter World stuff was the multiplayer stuff, right? You could play it solo and it was totally fine. Cyberpunk, the issues are a little bit different. A lot of stuff is like the balance of cops and how crazy they were as a mechanic. A lot of like NPCs just phasing and being weird. Not quite like netcode issues. But I do think I'm being biased by counting them differently. Probably one of the WWE 2K games. They have a very in-depth character creator, moveset editor, almost ridiculously so. Yeah, Cyberpunk's main issues were like AI-related and clipping and crashes on lower-end PC. I mean, Sky issue was straight up lying about it being multiplayer, lol. Cyberpunk was odd. Some people had absolutely no issues with it. Some had a broken mess. You can go for hours in one direction and never see someone. There is no one else. But from what I understand, I'm in the minority for Cyberpunk. Hi, Zuvi. This is your repo reminder? Yep. I'm very tired, Zuvi. I woke up at 5 a.m. I did not rest super well yesterday. I'm going to fall asleep like 1 to 2 hours in. But we will be there. Also, we're at 4.9 miles.
I told myself I was only going to do 4, but I did 5.
You gonna skip again, Zuby?
Everything hurts today.
Oh, that's no good.
So, I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize to me for how far you go. Oh my goodness.
No, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I understand how VR chat netcode works. It's just, it's gonna happen. I've never skipped, Gale. How dare you? To be fair, Gale, I had problems the last 3 times because my internet is real poop. Thank you, Zuby. Actually, I might have been there longer than Zuby was last time. Zuby. You know how your internet sucks? And Germany has committed to increasing the quality of internet for everybody in the country within the next 3 years? And we're hoping you get that sooner than later? In my country, we did the opposite. We have decided that good internet is racist. And so we are ending the Internet Equality Act and not investing in internet for poor areas. What? Question mark. You guys didn't know about this? So Biden had the Internet Equity Act. Let's go, finally, Germany. Basically, an executive order to increase the quality of internet for a lot of poor areas in the US. Make it so that everybody has access to good internet. And Trump has been like, this is DEI. This is racist. Get rid of this. And he's basically canceled it. Good internet is racist, what? How is the internet racist? God, fuck anyone that voted for Trump, holy Jesus Christ. That sounds like a normal time in there. Risu, you're doing the one thing I told you not to do here. You can think it. I don't want you typing it out. The fiberglass is so close I can almost smell it. I didn't hear about this, but I was told that apparently the tariffs should be getting lowered. The China tariffs have gone down. China and Trump had kind of done like a, you know, you go up, I go up, you go up, I go up thing, up to like ridiculous tariff levels. They have gone back down to more normal levels. They still exist, but don't eat it at least, Zuby. Alright guys, keep your eyes out. Check to see if there's any netherwing eggs. This fort, they can spawn. And each egg is like 125 rep or something. So keep your eyes out. If you want your netherwing drake, you gotta get those eggs. Doesn't matter, still lost all the trust. I mean, what trust did they have? Just do dailies for 4 weeks? Or just don't be poor and buy 20,000 eggs for like 50k. There aren't any eggs. Someone already took them. Eggs are untradeable. I'm pretty sure they were tradable. I thought I could have sworn I'd seen them on the auction house. They're not? Oh. I feel like they used to not be and they've changed it so that they are. I want to check that. Basically, Furisu, I don't believe you. I never had a problem with eggs. I played a druid, so I could just go cat form, stealth around the mines, and get like 10 eggs every day easily. I mean, sure. I care. That doesn't take $300 to buy a $25 VTuber merch. That is a weird thing to be the only thing you care about, Kyle. But... we're at 5.1 miles. We're at 5.1 miles. Oh my god. It was tradable for one patch in TBC. Immediately made soulbound on loot during the release of Sunwell. What's a story I got for you guys? What's another story? To go back to Monster Hunter, I killed an Uthduna while mounted. So Uthduna, he's the bounty for this week. You gotta kill like 2 Uthdunas or something. And then 3 forest hunts. And then 2 hunts that are like rare, 6-star rarity or whatever. Or higher. So Uthduna is like the perfect hunt to do. I was fighting him in one group this morning. And he's running away. New bunny suit for walkies was actually amazingly comfortable. Hell yeah. Uthduna's running away. I'm on my secret following him. I pull out my Gunlance, and Gunlance has a move when on the Sacred where you just hold it out. And it's like the Lance Dash, where it's just anything touching the tip of the Gunlance just takes like 30 damage. And so Uthduna, like, it seems like he runs slow compared to other monsters. He's just running. And I'm just following behind him, just douche, 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 douche. Hit, 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 hit. Just holding the lance out. And it killed him mid-path. And it was like, ah, fuck yeah. I've never I've never gotten a kill that way before. And I was very like, hell yeah. I mean, I shouldn't say it's the only thing I care about. As an example, but I didn't word so good after waking up. Either way, I got that rep done in 3 hours with a Realm Hop add-on. Hell yeah. I actually have never gotten a Realm Hopping add-on. I've always done it a very obnoxious way. And I don't like jumping between shards to take advantage of stuff, but it's so advantageous so often. What time is it? 11:40? I think we go across this bridge. We go into these ruins, and we go into the little prison area. We say hi to Akama and Maev, and then we walk up the front gate of Black Temple. I think that's all that's left of Shadow Moon. After that, we'll be playing Repo. Oh, here's some news. Schedule 1 is now banned in Australia. Kind of makes sense. Australia has a habit of banning games they look as problematic. Difficult, yeah. A game about selling drugs. I can see them banning it. RimWorld haters. It's so odd to me that Australia, like, goes that hard against some games. Because a lot of them are, like, silly. You know, it's a very small part of it. It's silly, or it's a small part of it, or it's, like, a lesson, right? It feels like, you know, hey, here's a story about, you know, toxic codependency. It's got this in it, yes, but it's an example of it being bad. It exists, ban it! It's just... why? We have the potential for stuff like that coming up in the US. There's been a few laws being proposed about, like, banning porn, banning all games that have, like, higher than a T rating. Damn, I'm looking at the list. Hunter x Hunter game banned? Really? There is a character that is sus as fuck. I don't think he's, like, officially, like, a pedophile. But there's a lot of jokes in the fandom about him being that. He's combat sexual. He's very much like... it says banned because of implied sexual violence involving minors. There is a character named Hisoka. His whole thing is that he's combat sexual. He just wants to have the best fight possible. The closer it is to him dying while giving it his all, the better it is for me. And he would get off to it. He would 100% jerk off to it later after the fight. Or before thinking about it. So this character is always keeping an eye out for potential people that will get to his level. And so he sees Gon, the main character, and he loves Gon. Because Gon, he very quickly recognizes is like a hero, and is like, has all the potential to just become crazy strong. And so he often helps Gon. And there's a few scenes depicting him just like staring at Gon and just like licking his lips and shit like that. Just being fucking creepy. Implied sexual violence against minors? That feels like a stretch. That feels like a... I don't know if that happened in it. It is a problematic character. As much as I love Hunter x Hunter, Hunter x Hunter is like a 9 out of 10, maybe a 10 out of 10 show for me. I do look at Hisoka and I'm like, I wish they'd done him differently. I wish they had done him not quite like this. He's a fun character sometimes, but then he does that and you're like, oh god damn it, dude, why? Implied sexual violence involving minors. That seems like a stretch to me. Now, that's me watching the anime. The manga could be a little different. The manga could be a little more, on the nose with that stuff. What else is banned that you see on the list that you wouldn't expect? Are there any others? Oh god, we're all the way at the fucking... Oh god. I thought we were gonna be like right outside the Black Temple. We're all the way over here. Hotline Miami 2. Okay. South Park, The Stick of Truth. I'm not surprised with that one. Saints Row 4. I'm not surprised with that one. Isn't the whole Hisoka licking lips creepy scene? Staring at their asses? I don't think that's combat sexual. The Witcher 2? Yes, but I don't know, Micaiah, if the implication is he is directly staring at their asses or they think he's staring at their asses. I don't know if it comes from the hi love. I don't know if it comes from the perspective of this is Bisky seeing Hisoka stare at their asses and licking his lips and being like, "You're walking in front, freak. You what the fuck is wrong with you?" Or if he's just looking at them and thinking like, God, they're gonna be so strong, I'm so turned on. Oh my god, Axel. Hi, Axel. You're spoiling me. Thank you. We are at 12 incline for the rest of the walk. It's not that long. Axel. Every $3 increases the incline 1% for the rest of the day. You gotta do it at the beginning to, like, maximize it. The Witcher 2. The Witcher 2 is banned. Hi, Yulind, my love of Freya. That's a stretch. The scenario with less assumptions makes more sense, but still weird to ban for it. It's one of those where, like, I could see it going either way. We gotta ask the author. If there was another scene that was just like it. If there was another scene of, like, him looking at a kid and being like, oh, I need to go take care of this. Then it's like, dude, what the fuck? Every other scene with Hisoka being a creep and a pervert involves Gon or the spider's leader doing something combat-wise that really impresses him. And it is very much a combat sexual thing in those other scenarios. Hi, Hobbit. Oh, Leader Suit Larry. Magna cum laude. Gale. Witcher 2 does have a ton of nudity off the rip. Yeah. For you, Witcher 2. 2011, 4/27. Banned because of sexuality and nudity in relation. Incentives and rewards. Side quest was given to edit, where a choice to accept sex as a reward is automatically turned down. The game was subsequently re-rated mature 15 plus. 5.6. Oh my god. Or a 12 incline. Thank you so much, Axel. You're so nice to me. You keep spoiling me. Hi. X ara. Hi. I look back at the games I grew up on, and there's a few that I'm like, how the fuck did I convince my mom to buy this for me? I got Diablo 2, a rated M game, I think, when I was like 13. And I think I hit her with, but Ethan has it. Why can't I have it? I just want to play with my friend. It's just got a lot of blood in it. I don't know how I got away with that one. I completed 1 mile with 3 speed and 3 incline. Hell yeah. 3 feels pretty fast, especially with incline. How's your walking going? We're at 12 incline. And we're at 5.6 miles. Yulind deserves to be spoiled. I don't know about that one. The game I played as a kid was Leisure Suit Larry. The OG on giant floppy disks, and holy shit. Miss Frey. That is the worst game I've ever seen, probably. I'd have to go look through my stuff to see what the worst game I've ever played is. I remember I had a Rugrats Game Boy Color game. I think that one was pretty bad. That was the worst game I've ever seen, probably. Techno Hug. We're almost there. We're almost there. We've got like 3 minutes. Tough it out, Yulind. You're right there. Fairly certain I was preteen when I played GTA San Andreas. Because it was maybe 9 when he got it. I borrowed GTA Vice City from a friend. I don't think my mom ever saw it. I would have been like 12 to 14. 5.7. Remember getting pretty good at the game. There's a part where you want to bang a chick, so you put porn on in the other room, and her husband leaves to go watch it, and like, that should be all you need to know about it? Yeah. This walk. This ramp here is the last of it. We're at the end. We're at the end. We're at the end. I got mine when I was 10. Got it for free too because it wasn't in the store system. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god, I'm struggling. I'm tired. I did not get enough sleep. What did I say? 5.7? I need a drink. Oh, we're almost out of water. I caught myself there. I'm so tired. I realized I was just blending words together. I was saying like, I'm almost running out of water. At the same time, I was saying, I'm almost out of water. And what came out was, I'm almost running out of water. What the? I do that so much, guys. I like the original story of it, where I learned about this. Where the kid's playing soccer, and he slide tackles somebody and totally takes them out. And he meant to say, oh my god, are you okay? But his brain was also trying to say, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And what comes out is, oh my god, are you fucking sorry? And this kid that he just like, totally just faulted, is like, almost crying like, ooh. Are you fucking sorry? It's so tragic. 5.8. I do that, thinking two things, combining them into a nonsensical thing, so often. What time is it? 11:55?
It's shower time.
Think of
That's what
me.
it is.
Wait, no, I'm not supposed to say that.
But I can do it. We just don't have to say it. Right.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. Go clean off.
All right, thanks. Good job.
Thank you for joining.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Yulind is a bean. I remember I was playing Wrath of the Lich King. I was in a call with a bunch of guildies. And this was like incel Christian arc. This is when, you know, I don't curse. The Lord doth not want me to. Oh, 5.8. And, at one point I say, I'll be back, I'm gonna shower. And one of the girls in the guild, she goes, think of me. And I was like, what? And everybody's like, oh my god, I can't believe you just said that to Yulind. And I was like, how dare you tempt me? She's like, yo, my bad. Alright, we pause. We pause the Serpent Shrine. Bring back the Risk of Rain music. I'm covered in sweat. Oh, it's the full layer. I'm like fully zero friction sweat on my arms level of sweat. Thank you again, Axel. You guys wait here. I'm gonna change my outfit. I can't do PJs. I gotta keep the bunny parts. Shoes. Vest. Is that everything? I think. Nope, I didn't do the trackers. I gotta flip those around. Get these shoes off of me. What is it? Thank you, Octal. The track strap came undone, but the bobby pin was holding it in place. Where did the bobby... Oh. The bobby pin was, like, doing everything it could to keep that on. And... This one just came undone, but, like, get in place. I need to look into, Velcro padding. It's not the grabby part of the Velcro. It's the soft part of the Velcro that needs to be reapplied and stitched on. Good job with your walk today, Yulind. Thank you, Spacefish. And then turn Bunny back on. Okay. Okay. Oh, where am I in my room? We're here. Fishy. Oh my god. I want to sleep so bad. But we got a repo today. What was the distance? 5.8. miles. Now we rest. Done. I open this. Close this. I open that. I hate Windows 11. Okay. Or live. Should be. Should he? 12. He should be live. As of like 2 seconds ago. Okay. Yulind is a hottie. What the? Fishy. Remember Robert double pronged hairpins sacrificed this day as they lost the battle with the evil Bacchus traffic. Saying that bunny tail looks cute in those shorts. Yeah, Freya? I can give you the link for where I got it. A super important friend of mine sells it on, oh, where does she sell it? I forget which site she sells it on. But yeah. The bunny ears and the tail come together. It took me a little bit of learning to actually attach it to the avatar. And then I immediately unlearned all of that because I didn't do anything like that again for a while. Probably Jinxie. Spacefish, which sites do you sell this stuff on? I got it from Spacefish Octal for Gumroad. Portal. Oh, wait, no. I want to do Anchor Pins in 3. My goodness. Chatting. We did nebulas yesterday. Where are we going today? Go to Villa Nocturna. Friends. Drop portal. Portal. It's like on Ko-Fi, Booth, VGen. I think also on Gumroad. Oh yeah, you just got partnered on VGen, right? Good job, Fishy. I know I remember when it was only redeemable by Spacefish. But can you pull on the tail and stretch it like a real bunny? Time to test. Come here, Yulind grabs mole grips. Mole grips? I have it in my setting that it resets when I recalibrate or change worlds. And I thought this was a great idea initially, and as I've experienced it, I'm like, I fucking hate this setting. Congrats, Fishy, yay. I got verified on VGen today, yeah. Hell yeah. Wait, was there a colliders? I don't think the colliders button does anything. Where's the world save? Object global. No, I thought there was like settings on the wall here. Maybe it's like
double tap left trigger.
There it is. Glider off by default. Alright. Guys, wait there. I'm getting a drink. I need to disable param saving for my shoes because anytime I have them off in Hop World, I want them back on. I don't think my one of my base stations is like 100%, but it's not dead. But it seems like it's struggling lately. I'm getting a third one soon. At worst case scenario, one of them dies, and oh god, what did I? One of them dies, and I have 2 base stations again. Best case scenario, it feels like I have 3, and the one that's struggling just gets its shit together. Holy, this guy has 2 levels of colliders for this couch. Why would you do that? Buddy. Congrats, Fishy, thank you, of course. Yulind, can I ask you to have full camera view and do a cute little jump showing first your front and then your behind while cutely looking over your shoulders? Okay. Hang on. Let me make sure I understand this. You want me to have a full view of myself while I do like a little jump? Showing first your front, and then your behind while cutely looking over your shoulder. A jump while looking over my shoulder. Okay. Oh, I should not have read this before or after sitting down. Ugh. 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 Okay. In one. Where is lens visibility? I wish that stayed the same. Where? Okay, it's is it in the wall? It is. Okay. It was. Oh, that's crazy. There's like an inch of the wall where it's not like obscured by the wall, but still like I can't see it because it's just straight up in the wall. Okay. Okay, it's okay. You look so comfy. You can do it some other day. My goodness. Do it for fish. Yulind might be too tired. Hello, cute, adorable, fluffy. Hi, Royly. Okay, I'm dumb at visualizing stuff like this. I learned this yesterday with Ants, where he was trying to tell me a hand position. I was like, I'm too dumb to get it. Full view camera. Check. Yeah. Cute little jump. Going first your front, and then you're behind, while cutely looking over your shoulder. Okay. So is that like, I'm doing a jump, and I need to be like looking over my... Space fish, like when you're jumping, you are turning? Would you be able to send me a reference of this pose real quick, fish? Either by drawing it or by finding it? Because I'm like, the turning while jumping is like, I'm struggling with that part. I think I know what animation she wants to recreate. I shall try to find a quick one. While you do that, I'm gonna do a quick check on Koyor. Alright, he's live. He's stalling. She rep on my O till I drop the most expensive item and it breaks because that's how life goes. Exclamation point socials, exclamation point fish. Do a 180 jump, I think. A spin jump where you stop halfway. Spin jump, look back, uppercut, forward back for a special fireball move. That sounds a little intense. I don't think that's what's going on. Discord. Direct. Do I have messages with Spacefish recently? I probably do, but I'm struggling to find it because I'm in streamer mode. So everything is just S, J, K, and I'm like, oh god. Oh, there she is. Put some socks on? No. If I put socks on, shoes come on also. And I'm not going to have shoes on while we're on the comfy couch. I fucking hate that. If I'm inside, I do not have socks on whatsoever. Socks on? I do not have shoes on whatsoever. I'll have socks on if it's cold. My dad, he thinks about like, what is he going to be doing in the next 20 minutes? So if he's like, oh, I'm going outside in 30 minutes, he won't take his shoes off. Hi, Kimmy. You don't have Crocs on? Haha, yeah. The dude will just like come inside, lay down on the couch, and prop his feet up on the couch. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Get your fucking feet off the couch. He's like, oh yeah, my bad. And like, it's his couch. He can do that, right? What drives me nuts is if he comes into my room to talk to me and like lays on my bed with his shoes. And I'll look at him and I'll be like, I'm not having another word with you until you get your dirty ass shoes off my bed. And be like, oh, my bad. And he'll scoot to the edge and like sit on the edge of the bed. Dude will just come inside. Uh-huh, yeah. My last DM with Spacefish, by the way, I was playing Path of Exile 2. And Path of Exile 2, if you pre-ordered it, you get like 300 of the store coins, which basically lets you buy one thing. I bought the tentacle pet, and I sent it to Spacefish. And it's funny. I was playing a huntress with a crossbow, but my gear is so just like, what the heck? It's literally like almost a gimp suit. Chat, Google his balls. And that's how Yulind was made. Haha. Okay. Alright. Does Path of Exile 1, does Path of Exile 1 have transmog? Like, can you make your gear look like other gear? And Path of Exile 2 is going to eventually have that? Can't believe Haxie isn't in desktop. And I'm not in VR. They were walking today, Kimmy. They did a whole walk today. I think they got to like 4.1. I don't remember what they said they got to. But they were walking on their treadmill. But their foot was hurting. That's what it was. That's what it was. Would get on, but my hair is wet. I completely understand that, Kimmy. I hate having wet hair and being in like headphones or VR. Sorry. Due to licensing and sponsorship issues, best we could do is Bing his taint. Google his balls, Bing his taint. Kimmy, I got like roasted for that so many times in my old WoW guild. I'd like take a shower, and then I'd get on WoW and they'd be like, Yulind, get in Discord. And I'd be like, in a little bit, my hair's wet. And they're like, holy shit, you're gay. And it was like, I don't want to ruin my headset with wet hair. What the fuck? That's not a gay thing. But like, every time, they'd roast me for that. I'm like, I don't want to rush Fishy, because I know what she's planning. Why is it that color? No. I'm showing them. I'm gonna show them what you're doing. Yeah, you better fucking run. Haxie is with me. She found a bottle. It has liquid physics, so like it pours out when you turn it up. And it's like fucking like the piss bottle. Haxie, stop playing with the piss bottle. I hope this helps to visualize. You drew this, didn't you? Okay. I think I get it. So it's like jump and land like this, but looking back like that. I feel like such a dork doing this, but so it's like a oh my god, why am I so embarrassed by this suddenly? Oh, this is fucking embarrassing. PC only shakes fist. You're perfect. No, it's so embarrassing suddenly. You are a dork though, Yulind. At this point, one of us could have hopped in VR and demonstrated for you. Also, actually, go. What the fuck, Kimmy? Huh? Oh my god. Okay. There was that one. I guess I'll do it the other way real quick. Yulind, what if I teach you to dance in front of people? Absolutely not. No way. Never. What was? Okay, camera's over there, and then it was like a. All right, I'm sitting down. I'm like glowing red from embarrassment and blushing. Ugh. I'm going over here. What? Ugh. 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 I hate the colliders on this couch. Oh, it's got the fucking auto level pit. Literally just tilting my head is doing this. About there? That's fine. If I have it like this, I need to scoot up just... Ah, it's still on flying. If I have it like this, then I can switch between this to kiss people. Oh my god, I hate this collider. I need to rethink coming to this map. It's comfy and I like the environment of it, but oh my god, this collider is driving me nuts. Thank you so much, Yulind. I know you're tired from walking. I really appreciate that you did that for me. You're super cute. You're one of the few. One of the few... How did that happen? I'm sorry. Ugh. You're one of the few people I would like sit down and be like, all right, the feeding treatment from Haxie is pretty nice. One of the few people I'd do that for. Spacefish. You are Spacefish gets what she wants. Good job, Yulind. Thank you. You Yuli hit the gritty right now. Cute, this is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them. Oh, never mind. Now there's two of them, which is the real Yulind. Muffin is Gouther. That was cute. It's a nice map, but I didn't think you liked it that much. I need to rethink coming to this map. Okay. Okay. God, Haxie's so fucking cute. What the heck, you sweet bean. Yuli, how much for you to give a lap dance? Oh, God. I don't even know if they're allowed on Twitch. Off stream? Oh. See, off stream, I feel like the price should be very low. I also think it would be an awful lap dance with no practice and would be a terrible, like, wow, this dude fucking sucks at lap dances. That was awful. But I feel like they'd be paying for my cringe and embarrassment. And so it shouldn't be, like, free. Muffin gonna make it 300. More than you can afford, probably. Well, here's the thing. Cairo could totally afford it, no matter what price I put. It's a matter of, like, does he want to spend that much money? I will teach you, young Padawan. Yeah, this dude fucks. I did think that as soon as I said that, Den. I was like, this dude fucks. That's not what I'm trying to say. This dude fucking sucks. Yulind hits the canned animation lap dance from GTA. You know what would be really funny to me, Kyle? There's a guy who, hi, non-dairy. Their whole thing is, moving like a Lego character. So he's always got the, like, leaning back and forth and, like, the spinning while leaning thing, and it's so fucking funny. Lap dance school. Let's go over our notes real quick, because there's a few things I didn't talk about. Very briefly, because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Hassan Piker, the big Twitch streamer guy that's very controversial constantly, he was detained by Border Patrol at the O'Hare International Airport. And they were grilling him on questions that were very, like, why the fuck are they asking this? They were asking him, like, do you support Donald Trump? What are your thoughts on Hamas? Very much like, why are you asking this? And Hassan was smart enough to know, do not give them anything. So they were like, what are your thoughts on Hamas? And he was like, Hamas has been deemed a terrorist organization by the United States government. Do you support Hamas? Hamas has been deemed a terrorist organization by the United States government. Like, he just kept saying that over and over there and giving them nothing. But it was very much like, it was almost like they wanted to, like, get the tiniest little thing from him and then put him in jail for months. And it was like, what the absolute fuck? As Philip DeFranco was saying it, love him or hate him, this is fucked up and not okay. You underestimate the appeal of first-time embarrassment amateur content? I watched it. He is overblowing it. Fucking O'Hare. The thing with Hassan? Oh, so the criminal activity of the U.S. government continues to worsen. I haven't seen if there was any, like, recordings of it. I just saw DeFranco talking about it. I really don't like that guy. I really don't like that guy. I do somewhat agree with him on a few things. Like, the stuff in Gaza, I'm very against the Israeli government. The people, less so, but I have seen a lot of activity, a lot of things from the Israeli people that's like, that's fucked up. That doesn't justify a lot of the stuff that Hamas has done. But at one point I heard, you know, if you were enslaved for 60 years and you tried getting out of this the right way with diplomacy and it went wrong for you for 60 years and then you result to like acts of war and terrorism, is that unjustified or is that, you know, defending your land? It's very much like, when you put it in the context like that, some of the stuff is like, I don't want to go too much into it. We can talk about that tomorrow. Painting anybody because you don't like what they believe is fucked up. Too high to get into this convo. For me, it's like, we don't have time for it. We're gonna be going to Koyo soon. We're gonna be playing Repo soon. And this is something that we could be talking about for an hour. And I also like, you know, this is supposed to be a comfy stream. I don't want to go too much into politics. To talk about more politics, though, a law has been passed that is going to require real ID to fly. So you're going to need ID that constitutes real ID, which most driver's licenses do across the states, or a literal passport, if you want to fly anywhere. And this is like going into effect in like 10 days or something. Isn't that like that by default? Nope. Here's the thing. Because this is going into effect 10 days from now, a lot of people are like kind of scrambling to get their Real ID license. Not for local flights typically, yeah. A lot of people are scrambling to get their Real ID licenses. Scalpers have realized this. And so scalpers are booking appointments at the DMV and then selling them for like $250. So it'll be like, oh shit, if I want to fly, I need a Real ID. I'm going to have to go to the DMV. You look at the DMV and it's like the next appointment is in 8 months. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you find that somebody's selling an appointment tomorrow for $300. And it's like, yippee, the world we live in. They're scalping appointments now. They're literally scalping DMV appointments, which were already like filling up and, you know, there's not enough time at the appointments. And now people are buying them out even further. So not only is there a rush at the DMV, there's scalpers. So appointments are being like, the next appointment is a year out, where you have to like go in and hope somebody doesn't show up or buy an appointment from somebody. Real ID is a new thing. If you've not applied for it, your driver's license does not count. Oh god, okay. They're scalping appointments now? Yes. Schedule 1, banned in Australia. Killed Uthdunoel Mountain, that was funny. Video of a guy assaulting a dude in a car. The guy climbs out of his sunroof and whoops the dude's ass. Expedition 33 is looking into making official SQA plushies. They made a post warning about AI-generated third-party sites. I didn't go over Throne suggestions. On Throne, somebody suggested Wolverine sexy cosplay, button maker sewing machine, a weighted vest, and the text said, like, make the walks even harder. Oh my god, you guys. Mac and cheese. Just a straight up box of Kraft mac and cheese. A shock collar. A slushy cup. A cube toy for 1-year-olds. Alright, buddy. Fuck you. Alright, buddy. And then, a lavalier mic. Those were the thrown suggestions from yesterday. Shock collar, let's go. We are never doing a shock collar. One, I do not want to do it while exercising on a treadmill. I feel like that's how I get hurt. That's how I, fuck up myself. I love my shock collar. Two, I'm just really not into shock collar stuff. There's things like, you know, chastity cages, which I'm like, I'm not into this, but I could wear one. But a shock collar is like, I'm actively not into this. I'm actively don't want to do this. Shock collar around your balls. Shock chastity cage? Fuck no. Fuck no. The last thing I have in my notes. This is kind of funny, but also really, really sad. Woman, 37 years old, stabs husband multiple times after finding nude photos of another woman on his phone. Here's the problem. Here's why this story stands out. It was not another woman. They were nude photos of her, of his wife, just when she was younger and thinner. He had, like, pictures of her when she had less weight from, like, 10 years prior. And he just kept those on his phone because he's like, yeah, these pictures were really cute of my wife. I really like these. And she went through his phone, saw these pictures, stabbed him a bunch. And she was like, how dare you have photos of other women? And he's like, oh God, honey, it's you. Literally, it's you. Apparently the co-founder of eShoujo is leaving the company. Oh shit. That's sad. It's funny because of the, like, oh my God, this dumb bitch. She really fucked up. It's sad because, damn, this guy did nothing wrong. And he just got stabbed a bunch of times. That fucking sucks. It's funny. It is sad. It is like, oh, dude, that fucking sucks. I did catch what her sentencing was. I didn't catch, like, if she's going to jail for however many time. It is a little crazy, right? You can't be stabbing people over that. That woman's got to be so screwed up. Funny Sen. Can't wait to get my shock collar. I don't doubt it, Kimmy. Fucking tie that into your fucking Destiny, Final Fantasy, and 14 raids. I'm sure each of those games has a mod to connect your shock collar to stuff like when you die, get shocked. When you crit, get shocked. I'm sure you're gonna have the time of your life, Kimmy. Oh. What time is it? 12:30? Kimmy's just like ragey. You're only mad because you didn't think of it yourself. But that actually sounds like fun. Like, not only did they not recognize themselves, they were upset enough to stab him over it. Now she has to live with that? If you're the type of person that stabs somebody over cheating, like if you try to actively kill someone because you're upset over them cheating, I kind of get the feeling that you're so unhinged that you're not gonna be like, you're not gonna have that much trouble living with it for that long. They might feel bad instantly, but I kind of feel like they'd be the type of person to, you know, within 5 years be like, I already, you know, faced my punishment. You know, I went to jail for some time, and now it's like I never did it at all. Sounded like a crime of passion. To me, it sounds like a crime of you didn't get your way. I don't think passion excuses anything. It's a, I didn't like that this happened. I'm upset that I didn't want this and it happened. I'm lashing out now. Now I'm mad because I'm called out for planning to already do that. Yeah, Yeah, I don't fucking doubt it. Koyo's going over the mods. I think he's gonna try really hard to start at 2 Eastern today. So I should probably raid now. Dude, we could be WoW raiding and I go bzz. Gimme? I downloaded Classic WoW this morning. I've been thinking of leveling in Season of Discovery to raid there. Because I just don't like doing Mythic Dungeons. I don't like needing to do dungeons to raid in WoW. That's so... I hate that so much. I just want to do the raids. You know? I'll be hunting in Red Dead 2 right now. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, I should go. We should go to Koyo for repo. Give myself some time to wash off. Have a snack. Reach for the camera at Haxie while doing so. Okay. Okay. We gotta go to the roof. Oh, it's a door that you just face through. I remember this house. It's so weird. Like it has this balcony, right? The door's here. The ladder goes up there, but it's got this nice little balcony area. But it just extends along here with these benches. And then you've got like just this weird balcony here that's like, why did you add this? Why was this put here? Still pretty. Anchor. Okay. We're going to Koyo. If you want to play repo with us, it's open lobby. Hi, Harley. I'm kind of keen to do Mop. I am not doing Mop Classic. I will probably do Legion Remix. No, I'm gonna fucking throw myself into... I'm gonna love it. Walking our way over. Here are the social. Thanks for the stream. Have fun. I will. Thank you. Flash raid. Aiko. We have Tales of Vesperia tomorrow on Cairo's channel. We have Repo literally right now. I'll be joining Koyo when he launches the lobby in like 30 minutes. Other than that, what do we do? 5.8 miles. Thank you, Trogdor and Axel, for the incline. You are spoiling me so much. That being said, I love you. Bye. Oh my god. I feel so gross right now.